Hi! Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Hades. I'm desperately trying to finish this game, so the more playtime I get, the easier it is for, me to actually finish it. So let's head straight on in. Wait, where's the game? That's a good question. I pulled up the game. Where are you, game? There you are. Okay. As you can tell, I actually stopped before doing... I don't actually remember what it's called. Before doing the last round. Oh, I thought I heard I had a message. I don't see it. But okay. So I'll be finishing this round up. Hopefully we live. We'll see. But yeah, let's head straight into it. So let's turn off this lovely music. And let's go into the game sound. Maybe someone will be joining me today to chat about stuff. Hopefully it's going to be pretty okay. I'm going to move my mic a little bit. Okay, game. Let's start. Okay. Oh, actually I have to change this. I forgot. One more thing. Oop. Okay, now we're good. So, strength, I was like, if I could get a, no. I don't have that much money. Let's see if I could pull a trinket. There's no point to having boons anymore. Okay. I'm impervious. That's not gonna help me. These are all the boon boys. Boon boys and gals. I could potentially use this for Skelly. Already used his. Okay, let's grab Skelly's. I have a chance of being resurrected. I wonder, I think I can make the game music louder on my end if I wanted to. It's a little... Hopefully this doesn't interfere too much with how stream hears it, but okay. The Temple of Styx, that's what it was, okay. Woo! So there's no point in getting any more... I swear I'm getting a message. Who's messaging me? 5 seconds, I'm gonna check this out. Oh. Cool, cool. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, it wasn't anything big. We're good. Let's go. Fishing. I'm getting really lucky with some of this stuff. Oh, these are definitely useful.
I'm victorious.
Stone wall. Hell yeah. There's no chance of doing that. I'm gonna immediately go for money. Now let's try to focus on not getting hit. It wasn't too bad. We're doing fine.
Useless.
So I found that the damage bonus is actually insane for this thing. So oh, actually I forgot I need to do this. Whoop. I switched these two last time. Oh. Ignore that. Nothing happened. We're doing A-okay. There we are. Perfect. Oh, I'm what we call a mess. It's a lot of money. I need all the money I can get. Hmm. No. One more second. I'm gonna disappear for a second. Boop. Got to do something. Okay, disappear. Coming back. Okay. Okay. Let us continue. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on! Raid! Blade! Raid! Come on. Okay, the one thing I did not want to happen, happened. Proceed. Oh, come on. Okay, I guess I'm running actually right into it. I wish I could make Dionysus' thing more potent, but I legitimately don't think I have the option to do so anymore. Now... Okay, let's go, let's go. That was one dude. Oh, I'm poisoned, I'm poisoned, I'm poisoned, I'm poisoned. Die. Die, 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 die. Faster, 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 faster! Very nice. Okay. Let's go to the next place. Nothing to save myself with. I could end up doing the palm. Well, let's hope I survive this. What? What poisoned me? Oh, you know, there was that, I guess. Oh, I have a chance here.
I'm empty.
Oh! Whoa, dude! That was pretty insane. Death Defiance? Oh, no, Death Defiance! Oh. Oh no. I'm mad. Okay. To the next one. I swear, if I get the little rat, I'm gonna be so mad.
Don't do that.
Okay, we're doing fine. Perfect. Proceed to the next room.
Found it fast this time.
Okay.
Oh, good.
This is a good
Still
thing.
fresh. Olympus, I accept this message.
After... Your critical effects deal even more damage. big of a chance do I have to get crits? Okay. If I get more crit damage... Go with more crit damage.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, I found another issue. I'm such a perfectionist. Hold on. I need to fix this issue one more time. I'm gone again. Beautiful. I'll be returning in a second. 3, 2, 1, I'm back. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, I will attempt to go get the palm, and I will even go attempt to get, or maybe I should just go, I may go straight for Dionysus, actually. Well, let's do palm first. I want to do both. Okay. I may actually switch. If I've gotten most of Dionysus's things, I have 4 rerolls. I could try to reroll for like an Artemis as well. Ooh, pretty nice. Me no likey rats that, you know, shed poison. Ow, what hit me? There's mini rats around! You know, I didn't sign up for rats. Proceed. Yes, damage! Oh, there was poison there. Where is it? Here we go. Good, 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 good. Nice. Oh god, where is it? More poison? Wonderful. Oh my god, more poison? Last one, last one, last one, last one, last one. Come on, come on, die! Let's go.
Power of Olympus.
There we go. Your attack inflicts hangover damage. 8 seconds.
Juicy.
I already got one where it stacks. I think I got that. Okay.
I can leave to explore more tunnels. Let's see what else.
This actually may be useful. Okay. Let's go. I have a chance of getting, you know, a Death Defiance as well.
No.
I got blade rifts and stuff, so... And this will give me a little bit of health back as well. Oh, 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 come on, come on. Actually notice when they're attacking you. That would do well for me. I don't know how I, you know, didn't die there, but okay. Or I didn't get hit. I can't say die. Dying is different. Nope.
This place is a mess.
Okay, just slow and steady. They're also getting hurt by Dionysus. I'm missing a dude. Can they get me? He's gonna die. Very good. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. This is not... Shoot.
Coins.
This is really not good. I have a high chance of dying here.
What else we got?
Like,
Lots on offer here. Why not?
This is not gonna help me. Might as well go do this. Wondering if I should just try to do this.
This one,
Let's
I
just
guess.
go. If I die, I die. Like, I still... Slow and steady. Please? No, if there's a Death Defiance, just wait till I get it. Okay, good. I have 200 now. Wow. Giant blade rifts. I forgot that, No! Bad. Die.
Doesn't taste like
Seriously? This is not gonna be good.
anything.
Be good, it's this
Chains are
dude.
a mess.
This boss isn't as bad. Oh god. So look, he's almost dead.
I bet Charon's going to want all this.
Yeah. I know what I need, and I need more help.
Oh, Cerberus.
Whatever, I
Doing
guess.
business. This is my fight.
After delivering.
I am so dead. So dead.
Thanks, boy.
Like, beyond regular dead. Oh, and this run was cool, too. I guess, well, tried my best.
Here's the surface exogryph. Maybe it's as rare a sight for Lucifer as it is for me.
Lucifer, you did okay.
You approached me with that loathsome rail, boy, emanating a hellish fury more even than usual at that. Little surprise you took a shine to it. It was the weapon that I hated most of all.
Was it? Hellish Fury. Yeah, it's a different kind of hell, I guess.
Lucifer apparently thought differently and took a crack at his own father with it once. This one's for him, then.
Yikes. I think the whole of a certain other religion is like, oof. That was a big crazy, not crazy, oof, but it was just a big crazy mess. Okay. Let's try our best.
Names you know nothing about. Presuming all the while far too much. You take that monstrous artifact for another friend. You would be wiser to be wary of its influence.
At least I fulfilled prophecy. Oh! I'm going for distance. I have a bunch of stuff here. Hopefully the blade rips, Blade Rift, and Blade Rift. Whoa, keep coming closer. Right. Oh no. That was a my bad kind of thing. You know, I think it matters that I actually can, you know, see. Oh gosh. Ares, help me, please, Ares. Woo. Ooh. I'm like, whoa!
So,
no!
Like that.
Oh! Oh dear. Hiding, hiding.
now this.
Greater call. Greater call. That's gonna... Oh, he's gonna build the pots. No. No. Hiding? No, 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 no. No, no. Why am I shooting that?
I have something for you.
No. Oh!
Skelly power.
Oh my god. Shoot it! Oh my god. Skelly! Hiding? 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 Hold on. Hold on. Hiding? Quick! Take him out, take him out, take him out, come on. Hiding?
I'm empty.
Okay. No? Oh my god! Oh my god! I did it!
You best
Oh my
indeed
God!
outgrant you, Zagreus.
Give me 5 seconds. I'm recovering. I'm recovering. I'm recovering. My heart rate raised. Okay. This was amazing. I can't believe it.
See you at
This is going to be an epic round to talk about.
Say hi to Hypnos for me.
An
My
epic
father's name.
round to talk about. Oh my god. Whew. Whew. Still recovering. Give me a couple seconds. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Oh man.
The often patient Zagreus appears to take repeated deaths in stride, and so here comes another one for him.
The only bummer is you can't, you don't end up seeing your mom's place anymore, or I guess your old mom's place.
Well, that was pretty good, all in all.
Everyone is back! Hey, you look like you could use some sleep.
Okay, I could definitely use some sleep. Oh, is that... Sweet.
I'm pleased to know my new, more flexible arrangement remains to your satisfaction still, my lord. I must admit,
Don't give me such ideas, Orpheus. Instead, you...
I shall be happy to oblige, my lord. Eurydice and I are grateful for your magnanimity.
It's like,
Think that settled then.
glad.
Each savage maw of Cerberus.
Oh.
There's a good
What's our
boy.
next meal? What's our next food? How cute. Oh yeah, we should take like a proper look
Be
at
gone
this.
from there.
Hey, I'm looking. Oh,
Vast and intricately crafted mosaic depicts the underworld king presiding over the enormity
Scott.
of his domain, whilst its
Skull
Catholic
and
residents look on in
bones?
awe of him.
cool.
He's not really that great.
Keep it down.
Yeah, I. Woo. probably... Let's do it. I got
In the
enough,
name of
man.
Hades, the shade of Achilles is hereby no longer barred from visiting Elysium.
Nice. I do good things. I know. Oh, is it this side? 950. 850. Do I already have... I think I already have a fireplace. I think that's the only bummer thing, not being able to know if you have something infernal.
For me.
I like this one. It looks cool. You know, it's still skeleton-y. Hello. Let's give you another
I
one.
had this awful contraband I wanted to...
You still have no idea how to be upfront with me, do you, Zag?
Hey.
So the whole contraband thing, you aren't buying it, I guess? Although I see you took the bottle there now anyway. I wanted...
Patch things up. What is it, by your estimation, that could use repairs between the two of us?
I was naive. I tried not to get too close, but then I did and said a lot of stupid things, and then... Well, we've since tried to kill each other lots of times, there's that. Look, I'm sorry, Meg.
You said a lot of stupid things, all right. And we Furies, we're not much for forgiveness or apologies.
Now thank you for the
I can see you
contraband.
making an attempt. Now thank you for the contraband. Goodbye.
I can't hear.
Hello.
Hello.
How goes it?
It goes it fine. I am
yeah.
streaming right now to let you know, but
Okay. Well, in that case, my credit card information is
your social security number is
security number is
well, I had finished. Hold on, let me talk to her for 5 seconds. Okay. I had the most insane run, Grant.
for Hades.
Yeah, so I had stopped yesterday before going to like the top temple of Styx is what it's called with the Cerberus. With the Cerberus.
Oh yeah, the Cerberus.
By that point, I had a weapon. It was pretty cool. It was like a laser. But I had gotten the Daedalus's hammer where it has infinite ammo, but the health doesn't, or the damage doesn't stack anymore, which apparently like really impacted it. So by that point, by the time I got to the transitionary hallway to go to the Cerberus's area, I had no lives left. I was on my last life. And I still had to go through all of the Cerberus's caves, and I did. No new like I didn't see any Well of Charon's that gave me any Death Defiances back.
Oh
and
no.
by the time I went to go fight him, luckily I also actually changed out my trinket for Skelly's trinket, which gives you like a one-time-ish revive thing at like 50.
Oh shit.
So I was
nice.
like, okay, I at least have this. By the time I went to go fight him, Hades, I had like 68 health.
Oh my god.
And I beat him.
Oh, let's go.
So it was really epic. Luckily, because I'm streaming, it's been recorded. So my glory
Now
has
you
been
have that.
recorded.
Let's go.
So yeah,
Should check the garden.
That's great.
pretty happy about
This
that.
garden may not have all the
Hades
varieties
good
available
game.
up on the surface, though it's coming along rather nicely, I should
Yeah,
say.
I was like, my heart rate was high, and
You were gaming.
I was gaming.
You were in the zone.
I was in the zone. I disappeared. Where am I? My character disappeared. What happened?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my character. Come on, come back. Where are you?
Your VTuber.
My VTuber died.
Rest in peace.
I'm
Gone
gonna
forever.
transition to break for a second. Where did you go?
Get back here.
I'm gonna try to get it back. Hold on. I'm on break anyway. So I see Zach wants to talk to us about something.
Yeah.
I actually
Well,
didn't
he
know.
messaged. me yesterday if I wanted to hang out. So I was like, yeah, sure. So he said like 3 o'clock, and then I was like, oh, and then he put that, and I was like, oh, Saba's streaming too. So okay.
Yeah, I was, he messaged me too, and I was like, I didn't realize that, you were both doing it, but it would make sense.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay.
His machinations.
Is my person back? I don't know what happened. My person's gone.
Rest in peace.
And I even restarted my little YouTuber thing.
Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten. I don't know why. It says it should be here. Well, this is great. I've got problems.
Lied.
I got 99 problems.
Oh no. And the VTubers, most of them.
Okay. Shouldn't the VTubers most of them? Okay, it's back. I don't know why it did that, but it's back. Okay, I'm going back. Oh, do you want me to stream for you?
I mean, I'm playing Vampire Survivors if you want to.
Sure. May as well. And streaming channel. There you go.
Bam.
Back to game.
Persephone.
And it smells fresh too.
Okay.
What are those shades of
But yeah, that run, my heart was racing, and I died, but Skelly's thing saved me. And I won.
See? Skelly's a good guy.
Skelly's great.
Skelly's a good dude.
Did I end up talking to Meg? Am I stupid? I did, I guess. Oh, fish!
This is my latest hole.
Fish. He said this is my latest hole. Whoa there, buddy.
Oh, whoa. You're moving too quickly. Okay, next run. I'm really starting to hit heavy with, like, trying to move forward and giving everyone, like, extra nectar and stuff like that. Because I think that's what's gonna help me reach end game.
Giving Skelly all the nectar that he deserves because he saves your life.
My life.
That's right. Not exactly much to do here, in case you hadn't noticed.
That's what you call it then. In any case, I did want to make sure.
You kidding, pal? This is the life.
Imagine being paid to stand around.
Skelly, is it really true you don't want to talk about how
Pretty
you got
sick.
here? Just curious who you used to be, what you were like, your real...
Hey, what makes you think this isn't my real name, pal? I'm offended.
Hey.
Sorry, what I meant was...
Damn.
I was just interested to get to know you better, after all you've done to help. Anything you can...
Let me know. Let me know.
Tell me,
right.
tell me.
I was once a commander of men. Name of Skelemius. Captain of the Cretan Second Fleet. Sailing out of Athens and the Kykenos. We were unstoppable. But then one day, one wrong turn,
Is this all fake? I don't hear what. Okay.
He's gaslighting you.
Skelly, that's incredible. So then, you and your crew, you perished at sea.
Boy, yo, you were something
I
else,
knew
you
it.
know.
I knew it.
God.
Got us.
Oh, I get it. You got me. Fine then, Skelemius, but I don't appreciate the trick.
Oh, but I do.
Hell yeah. What a Chad.
So he's done. I have to talk to Dusa. Patroclus? Oh, there's so many people to give stuff to. Oh, the shield again!
People. Yes! Perfect.
The pact of punishment is the key to this, huh?
Go on.
Am I literally at 8 yet? I'm not at 8. I'm at 7. I'm getting close.
Alright, one
We're
more
getting
time.
there.
Hey, Dionysus.
Yeah, let's go.
God dang it, I should have given him a nectar. Well,
True.
I screwed up. Ambrosia. My dash causes hangovers. This is epic. I do like No. I want my special to be. Okay, so I'll grab this.
Liven things up.
The
Gamer.
Back to dust.
Oh, I forgot to
Gamer.
switch Skelly's thing. Whoopsies. You know what? I'll
Why
actually.
would you switch Skellies?
Yeah.
He's the best. He's the
He
guy.
is, but like later on.
Nah,
He just
he's the
protected.
best.
He saved my life at the beginning. Okay, I start off with Than's thing because that's extra.
Skelly, is it really true?
Hey, what makes you think?
Sorry, what?
Okay, this is all fake. I know. I saw it already
Skelly.
He's gaslighting us.
for a second time.
You know, Skelly.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
believe
right.
it.
Not exactly.
That's what you call it then.
You kidding, pal? This is the.
Okay, beautiful,
I guess.
perfect. There we go. We're starting again.
Run it back.
One
Who
more.
we
Run it
gonna
back.
get?
Maybe not Dionysus, but you know.
Survey says.
Never mind, we're
Hey!
good. And I can give him one as well.
Dionysus, mate. Sometimes things weigh heavily on me, but
To your health.
Oh, you're really too much for me sometimes, you know that, man? Gotta tell you, I don't think I ever...
Let's go.
Let's go.
Zach, turns out I am quite the judge of character, and you men have an awful lot of...
It's ambrosia. Oh look, it's literally the same starting boons.
Wow.
It's almost like nothing happened. Ooh,
Felony
ooh.
one.
Fancy hearts.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this one's locked. Oh, I should really give her some. Oopsies. So only Hermes is locked. What did I do with him? Oh, I guess I have. Oh, let's descend into madness.
Boy, oh boy.
I should say it was pretty nice for yesterday's stream because even though no one showed up, like, to chat in person, there was like a chatter who like
Yeah.
who like talked with me for quite a while. It was very nice.
Nice.
Had very good conversations.
oh,
Very
it's just-
cool.
I sometimes wonder, Master Chaos.
All of this simply came to be, and so did I. Presumably after.
I got it. Each time you attack, my cast is useless. I dash. Honestly, we're still really early, so let's do this.
No reason not to make it so.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
I knew that was stupid. I'm sorry, Than.
How dare you?
I know, I literally walked on the trap. Hi, big dummy. Very good. I could take some extra health.
Nice.
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 Nice. And everything spice.
And everything's spicy. So spicy.
What's your favorite spice round?
Well, that's a good question.
I guess we should differentiate between spicy and spiceful.
Without a scratch.
Well, are we talking food or like an actual spice, like ingredient?
Like I said, let's separate them and answer both.
Ooh. Oh, golly.
Give me another.
I tell you what my favorite herb is.
Sure, that can count as the spiceful.
I love rosemary.
Oh, how cool!
They're so tasty. What about you?
Lather everything in rosemary.
A curse of chaos.
I do like rosemary. I also like oregano. I don't think we can count garlic. Is there any other big ones? Beautiful. But yeah, I would say either oregano or rosemary too, out of like this. But I don't really have too much time. Ooh, basil's really nice.
Ooh, true. Very true.
He'll be on in about 40 minutes, Grant.
God damn. Man should have said like much later than. Okay, so it'll be 4 o'clock then.
Nothing but respect and granted me your favor repeatedly, Lord Ares.
Most often when I'm given offerings, it is with wishes that I lend my favor in a coming war.
Hunger for destruction. My cast. Is there any useful cast? My special inflicts doom. Let's do my attack.
Much better.
Ooh, I like this. This is real good.
Very nice.
I thought crystals was
A big boy.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
At the risk of incurring your wrath, Lady Artemis.
Artemis once again.
It's okay. I like Artemis and stuff, so.
Normally don't care
She
much
is
for
cool.
stuff, but every now and then, I mean.
Why not?
You've never even seen the woods, have you? I hope you do someday. You could meet Callisto and the others.
She's telling him to
True.
touch grass.
I am kind of stuck here.
Touch grass, Zagreus.
Ooh, or cast damages foes around you with a 10% critical chance. That's pretty good. But this special, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, here's more Dionysus. I could do this though.
I won't have it.
More money. Hell yeah.
Father mad.
Money always good.
Money always a legend.
My wretches have come to collect.
Let's go, you wretches.
Come on. Come on. No one said I have to be fast at doing this, which is nice.
True.
Come on. Nah. Aw, dang, I got hit real bad. She's had to freaking kill her. What did we expect?
What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
I like
It's
that
okay.
sound effect.
Getting an onion isn't the worst thing in the world.
Onion.
Heck yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I would love it if I could just like throw my shield and it would just, that's like the most powerful move I have.
It's
Not
sick.
even bashing people with a
This-
shield.
Yeah, just boost the shit out of it.
Oh good, I want health.
Security.
I love it when my shield literally just hits a wall and then comes
Bow.
back to me.
It's effective.
True, at breaking the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's better.
Very good. Let's go get more house decorating supplies.
House decorating simulator.
Oh, the person from yesterday was actually talking about some like interesting games that I haven't heard of. Maybe you've heard of them.
Okay.
One they talked about was called Serial something. Serial Cleaner.
Imperial Cleaner?
Yeah. Where it's like a stealth game where it's like you're kind of like you're working for like the killers and it's your mission to like clean up the crime scene before without getting caught.
I have not heard of that, but that sounds interesting.
True, apparently it's I think it's they said it was 2D too.
Oh, neat.
They also brought up, because I was talking about liking story games, they brought up I believe it's that game that Zach showed us about like the cyberpunk bartender, but because we were in like theater mode, like we were not focusing on the game at all. So we just decided not to do it.
Valhalla.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Yeah, I remember.
Unless, because it started with a V or V11 something, and I'm like, unless this is a different game. But I'm like, I really don't think so.
It's Valhalla, but it's got like ones instead of L's.
Yes, then yes, I am correct in my thinking.
The power of the gods.
Let's do this. Money. Ooh.
Shmoney.
Let me have it.
Shmoney. Chaos.
Chaos?
I cannot
Chaos
earn
control.
money, but my dash strike deals 102. My life is reduced, but boons, I'll do that. I don't think this is the end. Ooh, this is good.
Nice.
Never mind, this may be the end. I'm an idiot.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Panic.
Demeter, I am forever in your debt.
Finally managed to give her one.
The everlasting winter means that nectar's been in rather short supply. You stumbled into Dionysus, Zagreus. One of these days I shall prevent his vineyards all from ripening. Put to the
Rude.
test his carefree attitude.
Are these not the same thing?
Whenever you cast,
Or this is like the moment you use your cast versus...
I guess, rather than the
Cast.
cast itself. Yeah, damage foes around you. So it's whenever it's directly around you whenever you do it.
I guess let's do this. Fishing?
Fishing point there.
So many fishing opportunities. So little time.
True.
Knucklehead.
Okay, let's go. It's Meg.
What's new, Meg?
Hello.
You ready for me this time, Zagreus?
Come on, just give me crits.
Give me crit or give me death.
Bro, this shield is so good. I think it blocks, like if I were to block, I could block her like area of effect damage.
That's
Even
why the shield's
block
fucking
things.
sick.
Hell yeah, this shield is great. You hear this sound? This is the sound of victory. Wait a minute. This is as long as I don't die. That was pretty good, if I do say so myself.
Hope she's not mad.
Okay, I'm like 80, no, maybe I'll say 40% maybe sure I know what Zach wants to talk about. Have you seen the new little trailer for like the battle mode in Pokemon?
I saw something. I don't know
Well, Father.
if it was that.
Like they brought, they showed a new lizard Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the one that looks like the pre-evolution of the legendary.
Yes, yes. What are your thoughts on legendaries having pre-evolutions instead of just coming into existence as a legendary?
They're not legendary.
Yeah, I feel like it takes away a thing of like, I mean, on one hand, it's almost like, okay, certain Pokemon can become legendaries, but then that also kind of defeats the purpose. Then it's because it's like, oh, well, the only one pre-evolution can become a legendary Pokemon, which, like I said, defeats the purpose of it in my mind.
Yeah, like
something else.
I don't know. Hashtag not my legendary.
Not my legendary, yeah, because it's like, I think the thing about them, and like, you know, in myths of like legendaries, it's like, oh, these guys were legendary for forever, right? They came into being as like a myth.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you have a pre-evolution, you're like, what are we talking about here? So I have, not to say strong mixed feelings, but they're mixed nonetheless.
Fair enough.
But on the other hand, I guess that's how they're doing, like, that's how you get the legendary at the beginning of the game without actually being able to wield the legendary.
I guess. I don't know. It still feels... It's funny, but, like, weird that you get the legendary, like, immediately, theoretically.
Yeah,
I like that
I mean,
you use him as an ATV. I think that's fucking hilarious.
I will say, I thought, like, also in your mind, when you think legendary, aren't they supposed to, I don't know, be, like, untouchable?
You'd
Suddenly
think.
we're riding on the backs of them?
Not quite.
Yeah. We just be there.
Oh my god, there's so much going on.
That was close.
Can I give him another one? No, I have to just continue talking to him.
Because you're now well accustomed to our little chats, but I want you to level with me here. You're the boss. If you prefer, I'd...
Mute Hermes?
Keep talking.
Not
as you
fan.
will be quiet.
Perish the thought, Lord Hermes. It's been...
All right, boss. Just making sure that I'm not
Just tell him to
interrupting anything.
shut up.
Dang, I was like, woo. Money? Oh. Ooh.
That was ill-advised.
Come and get it.
Okay, let's go. Throw my stuff. I'm wrong. This is not me.
You be getting hit. You be taking damage. Oh, you know that movie I watched last night?
What'd you do? What movie?
I watched Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hell yeah!
The third one. The
The
third
third
one
one.
is my favorite.
Well,
I think
very
it's the
nice.
best.
You think the third one's the best?
I do. I think that's my favorite. I've only seen the first three though. I haven't seen the fourth and fifth one. I'm gonna this coming few days, because like, I don't know. I've heard mixed reactions about them.
Can you remind me which one the third one is?
Davy Jones. It's the final like big end of the whole thing where
Okay.
big fight Davy Jones and Admiral whatever his face is, the bad admiral guy from the East India Trading Company. Pirate War.
The big pirate war.
Pirate, yeah, it becomes Pirate King, which is fucking sick.
What
one is your favorite?
Well, I don't recall the rest, but I still think the first one's like a really big classic. With like
it's
introduction to characters. Come on, if following me is not fair.
Yeah, absolutely. The first one is just so good. Also, like, such classic lines as, you best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Hello, Lord Ares.
I do not know how I just hit him there, but okay. Guess I'm doing
Midair.
it. Midair.
You swatted him.
Swat.
On my authority.
Your hangover effect. Ooh. Oh yeah. I think the introduction to Jack Sparrow there. 10 out of 10.
Walking off the boat that's
Yeah.
in the process of sinking is phenomenal.
Exactly.
Plus, you do get to meet all the characters, which are, and they're just so fun. And Barbossa's a great antagonist.
Oop.
Have you seen the 4th and 5th one?
Unsure. I know I've heard a lot about it, but I don't recall. Oh, gosh, if I actually watched them fully.
I know the 4th one has Blackbeard, and that's all I know. I think they're searching for the Fountain of Youth is the thing.
Yeah, like I always remember like the mermaid scene. So I feel like I watched a good chunk of it. I just don't remember it collectively as a whole. Palm.
And then I have no idea what the 5th one is. I know it's with that weird guy that goes Jack Sparrow, and he like vomits black stuff.
Oh, what's the movie dealing with Will's father? What's the second one?
He shows up in the second one, and the third one is kind of quote unquote resolved. He's first introduced in the second movie. But the third one is where he finally gets set free and where Will instead helms the Flying Dutchman.
How legendary.
Legendary. Flying Dutchman is pretty fucking sick.
Ah, I got hit. What a bummer.
Thank you.
Give me this palm. Give me 115% crit damage, please. I can't.
Oh,
I actually literally can't do chaos.
Would it kill you?
I'm at 29 and it demands 25.
Oh, plenty. Plenty. Do
None.
it. You won't do it. Do it. No balls. Do it. Do it. Do it.
No.
Now you're at 28.
Yeah, I'm
See,
at
it could have saved you.
It's okay.
You
Shush,
only have
shush.
3. Oh,
Shush,
come
shush, shush, shush. No,
on.
we didn't see it. We didn't see it. It's not.
Wow.
It's fine. Look, I
Can't
would have had to go
believe it.
fight Lerny afterwards.
Yeah, but you could have. Look, it had 2 food you can buy. Wait, is that a second food?
No, that's not a second, but that was a bomb.
Oh. You could have bought food? Oh my god. I'm disappointed.
Crit arrow. This is rare, I guess. Let me just take the rare. Look, it's a random palm. Hello.
Oh.
Hello? It's me. I'm here now.
I see you regrew your neck.
Who's the boy?
Let's go. Throw in my shield. Heck yeah. Oh, 306 damage.
Let's go.
Truly, I only wish to use my throwing shield. Be amazing. Come on.
Who needs a neck anyway?
Come on. Get on with the shield.
So I got an email from Indeed, you know, they send you the daily, like, hey, check out these jobs.
Yes.
And one of them I got was part-time axe throwing coach, and that sounds sick as hell.
Whoa, axe throwing? Are you like, have you advertised yourself as an axe thrower?
I wish. I've never thrown an axe. I've thrown knives, but I have throwing knives,
enough.
but yeah, what are axes if not just bigger knives? So I'm pretty sure I'm qualified. That sounds fucking sick.
Artemis's arrow just killed him instantly.
Rest in peace, Bone Man.
Rest in peace, Lerny. You have to, I don't know, learn to be better.
Ho ho.
Ho ho. All the bad jokes, all the dad jokes, that's what I'm for. Let's go. Speed run.
Hell yeah. World record pace.
Of course, I'm doing Daedalus's hammer. Ho! Ho! What just hit me? Oh, they shot me. The bastards.
How dare they?
I would like to take them to court.
Your Honor, they hit
Objection! I mean, he's just like, they're just speaking. I don't care.
No. They're not allowed to. Your Honor, before you make your decision, I do consider that my client is built different.
Your Honor, I wish to, give the announcement that they're guilty.
I want to do it.
it's my thing now.
Your Honor, let me hit the little hammer. Let me hit the gavel.
Ooh, Hermes or Artemis?
Ooh.
I'm trying to stack real hard for Artemis right now too, just to be aware.
Okay, yeah, just do Artemis then. Artemis
Okay.
is good. I lied.
Oh, how dare you! I already pressed it.
I can't believe it.
No, guy with arrow. Please don't shoot me. Come on. Pretty nice.
Show me what you got.
What? Oh, the butterflies. I forgot about those. What's a thing like that doing in a place like this?
Come out of here. They're an invasive species.
Oh god. True. Come on. Do your thing.
Over there.
Here we go.
In the name of Hades.
Any damage. Your critical effects do even more damage.
Yes. More crit.
I think it was like 20%. I think it said 200% damage.
Let's go.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I think well, I've seen what hers is like. Who should I pick?
One of them's not going
Demeter
to
or
like this.
Artemis?
Artemis.
Artemis.
Not much of a choice, admittedly.
Your God gauge fills up faster. When crit, any damage you had has to be crit. Critical chance +2. I like that. Or should I do the rare where our God gauge charges up faster when I deal crit damage?
Have you been using your God gauge at all?
Yeah, when it like raises up.
Yeah, sure.
I like getting the rare stuff, yeah.
I am accustomed to such.
I'll don't worry, I'll get her again, you know?
Yeah.
I just have to stay away from her vortexes. Come on! No rearming! No, it's not allowed. Oh yeah, and I cleared that with no hits.
So you survived a
Easy.
little winter's chill, didn't you there? Be careful though. Next season.
My client is simply built different.
Have you considered, Your Honor?
This is not gonna happen. This is also not gonna happen, so let's just do this. Oh, there we go, another Artemis.
Let's go. Stack and Artemis.
Come on.
I just want to one-hit KO these guys.
Weak.
Go! Yeah, I figured I was gonna get knocked out. Hold on. I don't even think I need my God gauge to get full. It doesn't do too much damage, though.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, it's okay if I need a little boost. Your critical effects deal even more damage to armor.
Any damage you deal has a great chance to be crit.
Another Artemis.
Let's go!
Did someone say Artemis? I don't know if I'll have enough. I don't know. I guess let's kind of pay for that. This is a boss battle, so.
A challenger.
A different kind of boss.
Let's see you get through.
Let me just. Oh, frick. He's walking slower, but he's still hit me. Okay, I think I'm gonna lose a life here. There we go. It's gone.
Well.
Come on. I just want the shield to get like 300. Now. Oh no. Oh, I'm okay. Just shoot him with more arrows and we're good.
Enough, short one.
He can't handle all the arrows.
Not all of the
Beat
arrows.
the ball of Minos. Hear me on my authority.
Okay, see, look, now this is rare for pressure points, which is, I think, good.
Hit it.
Hit it. Let's proceed. Oh, if I could get another palm for the Artemis one, hell yeah.
Get another Artemis.
Food! I actually definitely need it. That's good. More food? So many beautiful butterflies. Yeah, I was like, there's not really getting out of that one. Ouch!
And you already died once.
I know, I was like, the food.
Power of Olympus.
You're special. Hell yeah. 120%. Level 5.
Go even further beyond.
Okay, let's just get this Ares one. I'm just concerned about losing my life right now.
Get dead.
Oh!
Awfully close.
Help! More help!
Shot!
No, I have what we call a shield. Whew. Oh gosh, ow.
I don't know. Oh. Close.
I am.
4 health
I am.
left.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
This message.
Extra damage bonus?
Always more damage.
No, definitely not that. I can't do that. Hey, death. I could replenish my Death Defiance, but I need health.
But if you replenish your Death Defiance, you'll get health.
True, but I will get a lot more health than if I were to die.
No, but if you die,
Okay.
then you won't get any.
Shush, 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 shush.
I'm just saying.
This may be the end, but I'm hoping not. Nope, this was the end. Whoopsies.
Ruh-roh.
Well,
Olympus,
okay, Hermes.
accept this message.
My special is faster. All for this build. Oh, no, my health is great. I'm good.
Oh wow.
You don't have enough.
Well, you senseless monster, I suspect you're not.
Oh indeed. Nice work. Though it must have cost a fortune in gemstones and diamonds restored.
The only thing which shall be totaled here, you heartless property-destroying scourge, is you yourself. Deserving fiend, all which you think you have achieved was merely handed you.
What are you talking about? You know how many times I kicked your butt? Oh, gosh. This guy's really good at bum rushing me. See how well this works. I'm really low.
I don't know. If only you had another Death Defiance. Is all I'm saying.
Ah! Oh, well, I'm in a predicament.
Close call. Let's finish this.
But the Artemis build!
The Artemis build. No longer viable. Rest in peace.
Oh, okay. Oh, I died.
Champion and I will reign forever.
Rest in peace.
But my build.
If only you got Death Defiance, all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, because that would have saved my butt.
It would have. Wouldn't have died.
I would have preferred the Minotaur over
You're looking just
Theseus.
as well as ever.
Bye, Mother.
Those chthonic companion things you have from Nyx, or whoever they ended up with. I know they have been benefiting you.
Yeah, well, I'm to attempt to escape this place by any means necessary, right?
Not what I mean. Some of your friends have been reluctant to engage against me during our scuffles on the surface. Know that I have authorized them to proceed if necessary.
Wait, really? You're saying it's okay for your own loyal subjects to side against you up there? You won't take it out on them?
I consider it an expansion of their
Interesting.
Nice.
Summons versus Hades.
Oh, there you are, Highness.
Yes, let's talk, because I released your contract so you can go talk to your man.
Father is officially amended, sir. Specifically, it no longer has any stipulation barring you.
What? Are you... You're serious? I'm able to go. You're right, I feel it. I'm unbound.
You can simply leave, right now.
I should get going then, although I'm unprepared. I didn't think it would come to this. Not that I had no...
Incidentally, there's this one glade out in Elysium I highly recommend. Go to him, sir.
Fear is for the weak.
Hell yeah.
Well, for now, sir.
Prophecy fulfilled. And he's gone.
Prophecy.
My muse writes absolutely wondrous.
Hell yeah. Let me give you another one.
Nyx, along with giving you this bottle of ambrosia here, there's something I've meant to say to you.
Oh, then the three fates are whimsical indeed. When you were born, and I was filled with fear for what it meant for you to be alive, to be responsible for you. I must admit, I did not guess that one evening you would provide for me both such a gift and such a sentiment.
Give me a drink later.
Well, I mean every word.
Oh.
I love you, Nyx.
I love you too, my child.
Yay!
You have
Yay.
fulfilled already many prophecies envisioned by my daughter's child, although perhaps inevitable.
Thank you, Nyx. Though they're just minor prophecies, right? The kind that won't necessarily...
The Fates have perfect knowledge of exactly what is necessary for the future they have woven to someday come to pass.
Some more than others, yes.
Take another bottle. I'm handing out drinks left and right.
I, too, wish for a lot of things. Unfortunately.
What if I've learned from my mistakes? Have I ever done anything to hurt you since we've been...
Besides, you know, killing you.
Can do to hurt me, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, that's neither here nor there, I think.
No.
I see. Take all the time you need.
I can't even talk to her.
What's for breakfast? Pleasure doing business.
Just thought I'd mention, I really love this job.
Yep, I know. I don't know why Nyx is like, don't talk to him. Look, the chef got Person of the Month.
The head chef is on the board.
Yay.
Love that dude.
Deserves it.
For sure. Well, can't believe I died.
It was bound to happen, really. May Achilles and Patroclus make up for lost time.
Divided by death. Let's go. Yes, Skelly.
Skelly, I'm serious. You really won't tell me...
Yep.
Damn.
Ooh, we're going fighting.
You like those mittens, huh?
I like my little bear paws.
The little bear paws.
Heat.
All right, I'm back.
4. Heat 6. Do I have something for 5? I do. Let's begin escape.
Death is inescapable. If you think otherwise, why then, don't let me stop you.
Wow, this game is so good.
Hell yeah.
The
it is.
voice acting, everything. Oh,
Yeah, so
Wow.
good.
Aphrodite, you must have more worshippers and suited.
You know, dearest, I am more worshipped than perhaps anybody else upon Olympus. You
I'm not saying anything.
Aphrodite.
I'm
Run.
not saying anything.
since last time.
Aphrodite, run.
My cast. You know, my cast. Well, no, the dash is pretty good. Oh, good. I needed this. I'm gonna take 5 seconds to check something. Okay. I promised myself if I finished work early I could stream, and I kind of did, so, you know. That's why
Nice.
I'm doing this. Doesn't stop my
Fair.
coworkers from messaging me, though, and saying stuff. It
Ooh.
hurts. So, this is a 3D model, right? But the environment kind of lends itself to look 2D-ish, correct? Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. I
Like
think it's like
Zachary
the way
says.
it's
Hmm.
just like, because isometric and the way it's just shaded.
Because I
think.
believe he's 3D. I'm unsure about the environment, though.
The environment
Oh.
could just be like 2D sprites. Just because of they can just fuck with the perspective.
Yeah. So that's why I'm
I'm
like, they may not need to do 3D, but I know, like,
Goddess
it's hard to
Athena,
tell whether or not it's easier or harder by this
committed to my
point.
task.
Yeah.
I know there is
It
much that you can do
varies.
to show your gratitude.
Very nice.
You can always count upon.
My attack is stronger and can deflect. Hell yeah.
Appreciate the backup.
Nice.
Show yourselves.
There's like... Oh, sorry, I didn't actually need to summon him. Whoopsies.
Sorry, buddy.
I can't bring that up right now anyway. Oh, that's what I guess that's what I get for forgetting what buttons do what.
How could you?
Sans power.
Perilous foes. See, you see... No, come on. You see? I've never seen, like, the little critter
Wretched.
inside the thing. It's like a
Huh.
little red blob.
This is a little boy.
A little boy.
Just a little man.
Yeah, let's see. No, these are all Elysium. Oh, look, and there's the other one. There's a little mouse in there. Yikes.
You be hiding.
Now, double or money?
Oh, double.
Double.
Double or nothing.
Double the money.
Yes, that too.
Okay, I'll have to pick up Aphrodite first. Just because she's crazy.
Well, Zach should be here by now.
Yeah, it is 4.
We Olympians, we are a prideful family.
Apologies, Athena.
Hence, you know, the terminology family. You're all in the same family. Do we really have to, you know, get mad?
Family squabbles. Like I said, these family reunions must be the craziest shit.
Conflict between the members of our family is inevitable.
Heck yeah. My cast can deflect. Your abilities that can deflect, ooh, also makes things exposed. Resistance to traps. Let's do this for now. Dionysus! Hell yeah, let's
Good
have some
friend.
festive fog.
It's that damn wretched sneak.
Who cares if I can kill him in like 5 seconds? Heck yeah. Ooh, I can give him big boy ambrosia now.
Dionysus?
Yeah.
Nice.
What does one offer to the god of wine? The very best is what? And down here, this is it, mate. I'm grateful I've got some of your spirit in me. To have such a...
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I cannot believe what you're offering to me. Ambrosia, man, for me? And talk about a bottle that has seen some wild days and nights. I mean, if it got all the way to you down there, only to come back up. You know what? I'm saving it till we can share it here.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I got his little icon. The icons are even great.
Take a turn for you, Anna.
There we go, festive fog. That's what I wanted.
Nice.
And it's epic too. Now money. I don't know why I found that so funny.
He do be hunting though.
Let's go. Fishing? Take me to
Fish?
fish.
Take me away.
There we go.
Victory.
Let's grab that Hermes. Oh! Ooh. Shall I face off against Kronos? Not Kronos. Charon? Kronos is
Yes.
definitely someone else. I'm gonna buy this.
Cheers, mate.
I can dash more times in a row.
Moving right along.
Moving
May as
right
well get-
along.
Let's have my special deflect too. Borrow.
Hey, Charon, want to fight?
Hey, Charon, wanna fight?
Hey,
you wanna
this
throw
is just a
down?
pastime.
You're just testing me here, right, Charon? I mean, when you place a huge sum of coin conspicuously within my reach, what do you expect me to do? Sounds good, mate. When I rob you from now on, it's just my way of saying, Charon, I would like to battle you to the death right now for a quick change of pace. You just might be my favorite sparring partner, mate.
Ouch. Because I forgot how his attacks work.
He hit hard.
Oh, and I can't deflect those. Wonderful. Come on. Ow. Hey, he's got like a... Oh, I reflected that back at him.
Nice.
Oh, 2 gold fell. I got distracted. By your message, I'm like.
Oh, by my message.
Oh. Oh my god. I may
off.
die. I may like officially die.
To Charon. A worthy death.
True. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
He hurt.
Oh, here's my last one.
Close call.
Well, when he said to the death, he meant to the death.
True.
There I go.
Rest in peace.
Well, at least I'm reminded of what Charon's like.
Fun.
True.
Just a funky fella.
Charon wasn't too
For
agreeable
stopping
back
in.
there.
Hey, my brother Charon killed you. Am I seeing this right? He's never been particularly nice to me. Whacked me with his aura a couple of times, but it never got that bad.
I have.
I didn't even get to try to figure out
Your Highness.
what happened
I've
to
heard
Achilles.
news about Master Achilles. That's so great. I'm going to miss him being here as often.
Me too, Dusa. The happy for him part at any rate.
I mean, that's the thing. He gets to go whenever he wants, but he can come back whenever he wants, too. A nice thing.
True.
Nix, you've known Megara practically forever. Well, before my time at...
I am pleased to see the two of you on better terms of late. Megara...
Respectful. Definitely.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Here's the
That's
of the
it.
day. Or night.
Quickly on to the next one! What am I gonna fight with this time? Just not the bow. Oh, the spear.
Care to accompany me?
Beer's good.
With my 35 heat 5. Here we go. Yep. I gotta remind myself I can heal with this, because if not, I'm gonna die.
Don't forget.
Dionysus.
Once again, back at it.
Halfway decent feast is lots and lots of preparation, man.
Or just knowing how to improvise. My cast. Yeah, this is good.
My health.
Bong.
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 How's that?
It's got really decent reach. Now, with 37 health, should I do...
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If I die, I'm blaming you.
Good.
Good.
I find that it is difficult maintaining my connection with many consciousnesses, such as yours.
My dash is small, but my range, my special. Ooh, no, not hidden previews. It's like the worst thing. 44 more foes. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the special. I can't do this. It's too much.
Take them all.
More ringers.
My special could be better. Okay, here we go. Easy peasy. Money.
Money.
Here we go. Oh, no, that was my bad. Could get hit. Ouch, I got hit.
Dang.
Got a lot of coinage.
Coinage.
Should I message Zach to being like, where are you, dude?
I mean, I messaged him.
Saying he'll suffer, but like,
Yeah.
what? Maybe I should say ×2.
I'm assuming either his flight got delayed, or his dad's flight got delayed, or he just hit like major traffic.
Ouch.
I don't know.
Colorful.
I don't mind chilling, you know, just as long as I don't get really hungry, which I may have.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You lads again, huh?
Come on! There we go. There we go.
Lady Athena.
Perfect. Oh, gift her. I only have one more
Lady
nectar.
Athena, I know there's more at stake for you in this.
Perhaps there really is no time quite like the present when it comes to showing thanks to one another, my dear cousin. You've opened my eyes to the possibility.
Steadfastness.
Your father chose to sever ties with all of us and stew alone within his land.
Give me dash. Hell yeah! And it's epic.
Divine protection.
Daedalus. Now all I need is more dashes in general.
True. We could all use some dashes.
Ah.
The prophet, son,
The
return.
prophecy has been foretold.
The prodigal son. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know that I was gonna be dropping my dad off at the airport, and then when he did tell me, he was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Okay," so I gotta drop him off at like 6 or whatever, and then like 6 rolls around, and we're both still just like sitting there watching TV, and I was like,
Oh my God.
"Should we leave? Like, should we leave?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't tell you. It got delayed by half an hour," and I was like,
"Oh, so I was right."
No, as a matter of fact, you didn't tell me.
Yeah. So hello.
Happy birthday,
Hello.
Zach.
Thank you very much for the happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I got something. Real quick. Hold on.
Oh no, what
Give me a
is
sec. Give me 1 sec.
Ready for them.
How do
A
I
second?
No, I don't. No, I don't want to share it. How do I pop out the video again? There you go. Pop out. Hi, Josuke! Did you know that today's Zach's birthday? Is that crazy? I fucking love that meme. God, I love that meme so much. It's so good. So yeah.
How was your day and yesterday?
So this weekend went very well. What'd you calls it? Going to Atlanta was an extremely good idea.
Nice.
Oh, saw the pause stream. It was an extremely good idea.
Why, Prince, is this?
We ended up doing almost everything that we wanted to do. I will come right out and say that the one thing that we ended up cutting from like our list of things to do was going to the Civil Rights Museum. When it really came down to it, the decision came down from on high of like, do we want to go to the Civil Rights Museum or do we want to get some free Coke from the Coca-Cola Museum?
Oh my god!
and like obviously that was maybe not the best optics on that decision, but I can say that the Coca-Cola Museum, as always, is a lot of fun, especially the tasting room. So yeah, it was a fucking big weekend, man. It was like woke up at like, I don't know, I think I woke up at like 5. I woke up at like 6, was ready by 7, like ready to get a move on. We then picked up my sister, my nephew, and we drove for 3 hours into Atlanta proper, right? What did we do on the first day? What did we do? Oh, we did the zoo on the first day. I do have pictures, but the vast majority of pictures are gonna have to wait because my sister is currently dealing with like her own stuff at the moment, so she hasn't been able to like send me stuff. But I can share with you this absolutely horrific bird.
Bird?
That's weird.
Yeah. I guess on air. Yeah.
Yes, please do on air because I can see on air.
There we go. I just had to figure out how to do it.
Oh my god!
Right?
I like the reflection. Damn, Zach, you got them. They got them kicks.
That was not me.
Oh, okay.
That is my dad.
Damn, your dad got some kicks.
So,
oh, look at that bird.
You'll recall that the last time I went to a zoo was that absolutely mortifying experience I had at fucking Zoo-tastic. Hopefully you remember that. The Atlanta Zoo is better, obviously. It's still like the enclosures are still like 1980s style enclosures where it's like, oh, as long as we make it look like the appropriate environment, the animals will be okay, right? And then like in the early 2000s they were like, no, they also need like fuck tons of space. So it's the exact same problem as like the Brooklyn Zoo, right? Where it's like, well, we built this really famous and well-liked zoo in the middle of a city, so we can't exactly make it bigger. So hopefully these animals that were born in captivity will be okay being in captivity. Dude, definitely get Curse of Pain. Holy fuck, it's so good.
It is, but I'm like, I wanted cast over this.
Yeah, but what's your special?
Well, nothing at the moment, obviously. But I guess it isn't the worst thing to have.
Oh, Bloodfish.
Bloodfish.
Let's see what Saba gets.
Don't fuck it up.
I failed.
Too early.
Get up.
She fucked up the point in last.
You told her to not do, Grant.
I know. Can you believe that? I explicitly told you not to.
Is this what stream normally looks like when I stream to you guys?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. looks like fucking garbage. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. So the zoo for the most part was really good. It wasn't even just like good; it was like special good in the sense that I don't know how often you guys have gone to zoos in the past, but like I personally feel like the vast majority of the time when you go to a zoo, the animals are like fucking sleeping or not great at the moment or whatever, right? And they're just kind of like lazing around. We had a lot of very excellent interactions with like animals and stuff.
They were doing
once
good.
again, you're gonna have to wait for my sister's video of it. But there was an orangutan. There was an orangutan who had this. He was walking around on 2 legs, and he has like the long orangutan arms, right? So you know exactly what he looks like. So he's like walking around like that. He like looks at the crowd of people, us being in that crowd, kind of like pats his head twice, and then does this fucking sick reverse somersault all the way down like a 30-foot tall like rope ladder, and then just kind of like falls into a hammock and just like and my sister got it all on video, and I'm like, that's awesome.
That sounds so sick.
It was really cool. Excuse me. But the so there was that. They have elephants there, and the elephants were really cool. Like, they were out and about and actually doing stuff, which once again is pretty rare for elephants. What else? They had giant otters, which is like an actual like species of otter. And the giant otters were very good. They were moving around a lot.
Nice.
What else? What else did we see? We ended up seeing the giant pandas. It's one of only 3 places in the continental United States that has giant pandas. Yeah, they weren't super like the giant pandas are really interesting because it's like they 1000% need like a very consistent climate in order to help encourage repopulation, if you know what I mean. So it was really fucking hot and muggy, so it's like, okay, well, they're not allowed to leave their like internal enclosure sort of area, but all the windows were fogged up to hell, and it was like, wow, is it really like,
does it need to be that
like,
much?
In there?
Yeah, well, because the thing is that like the climate that they're in is like below temperate temperatures, so it's like typically in the environments that they're most comfortable in, it's in like the low 60s, high 50s or whatever. And so it's like, yeah, their enclosure needs to be pretty consistently similar to that temperature in order for them to be comfortable. And so all the pandas were just kind of chilling inside, and there was just a fucking thick sheet of just fucking steam on the outside.
Oh, yikes.
It's Atlanta, Georgia, and good Christ, is it hot outside. So yeah, we did that. There was a lot of like really cool stuff, and it was in a way that I'm a little embarrassed to admit, I am a little happy that my niece didn't end up being able to go with us. Not because I didn't want her there, but because it was a lot of walking in really hot temperature, and I know she would have just non-stop complained the whole time. And so it's just like, we ended up doing that. I think we went out to eat on, what else did we do? Because we did the aquarium. No, we did the zoo and the aquarium on the same day. That's right. We went
that's where the lot of walking showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the zoo first, and then after the zoo, excuse me, was when we made where we made our way into like the city proper, and it took for fucking effort to find parking, which is pretty obvious, you know, because it's like a city. But the part that I didn't really anticipate about finding parking in the city is that
Hermes.
all parking in the city was pretty similar in the sense that it was like, hey, $20 to park for 6 hours. Was it 6 or 8 hours? It might have been 6.
Frick.
But
I guess I'm going with this.
Oh, poison. Oh, never mind. It appears as if you went with Athena instead.
I ran out of rerolls, unfortunately. I wanted Poseidon back.
Good though.
No, I wanted Poseidon back. I wanted another Poseidon boon, but
Poseidon.
I
just
messed
to get
up.
more resources or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Or like a longer rupture or something, you know, good.
Yeah. God, what was I saying? Yeah. So sorry. So parking. So like almost every garage was like, hey, park for $20, park here for 6 hours, which is expensive, but what are you gonna do? It's Atlanta. But fucking finding parking, even when you pay $20 to get into the garage, was fucking impossible. Like there was one garage that was like right next to the aquarium. And we ended up having to go up 8 floors before we found a single spot. And in that single spot, Dad had to do some like professional maneuvering to get inside. And so it's like, that's why they charge an additional 15 for valet parking. Because normally valet parking, like when I think of valet parking, it's just normal parking, but someone else does it for you, right?
Yeah.
Nah, valet parking in apparently most major cities now, according to Dad, is like, oh, there's special spots that someone else has to drive you into.
But it's like if it's that hard to get into those spots, I mean, are they liable? Are the drivers, the valet liable?
15 might be. Well. So allow me to describe to you the first 2 floors of this entire garage. Almost entirely empty, except for a couple of the people who did end up paying. Ooh, Poseidon.
I know, but Hermes, whatever. I guess
Hermes is good though. You get the extra dashes and movement speed and stuff. The thing with the valet parking was that the first 2 floors were pretty much vacant, except for the couple of people who did end up like paying through the nose for the valet parking, and then every other space that didn't have somebody in them had a blue cone on top of it, or like a blue cone like blocking the way in, and the valet had the little fob, like the little, like, it was like a mechanical key that would allow you to unlock it to move the cone to get into the space. So it wasn't necessarily like, oh, these valets are really good at parking. It was literally like, you will not have space if you don't pay for valet parking. And so, yeah, that was, I mean, once again, Dad was able to do it because he's really good at parking and driving and stuff like that, so it ended up being fine. But yeah, we ended up, for dinner, we ended up eating at Johnny Rockets, and that ended up being, like, totally satisfactory, because I was fucking starving, right? Like, I had woken up at 6 and didn't have breakfast and skipped, lunch.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
so I was like starving to death, and eventually I was just going, oh, definitely bronze skin, let's go. That one, bronze skin is so weird to me, because that one essentially just says like, hey, you have 10% more health. Hermes.
Yeah, but this is the final. I think this is the final chamber.
Oh, is this the? Well, it's the final chamber before Elysium. You'll have time to buy later, right? Because Charon's in Elysium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
luckily, I can
don't
die
to Hydra and you'll be fine.
Just don't fuck it up. Don't die.
Just don't fuck it up, forehead. But yeah, so everything was great, like to that point, and we get to the aquarium, and the aquarium was the thing that I've been wanting to do for an enormous amount of time, right? I've been wanting to go to an aquarium for like 4 years.
You're an aquarium fan.
Well,
I know we talked about going to Monterey Aquarium when we were living.
You wanted to go to Monterey so bad. But like, I'm not even necessarily like a huge fan of aquariums. It was just like, god damn it, a fucking global pandemic prevented me from seeing one. And I don't know, that doesn't happen a lot in people's lives, I don't think.
Very true.
It's really funny because I have Saba's Discord stream and the Twitch stream up right now, and the Twitch stream, like, despite being delayed, is like way nicer to watch. Oh god, the Discord compression. I'm so sorry to you guys. I didn't realize I was doing this to you.
You're a troll, everybody.
Now I understand from the other end. But yeah, so the aquarium was beyond incredible. The Georgia Aquarium, it has money. You walk in, like, I'm assuming neither of you have ever been to the Georgia Aquarium?
Nope.
I think that's a good assumption to make.
I would be delighted to take you guys at some point. This is my 3rd or 4th time going, and every time I go, I am continuously blown away by just like how good the aquarium is. There's a lot of stuff that I can kind of like just tell you because it's like it won't diminish the result of you seeing it in real life if you do end up going at some point. But
tag your aquarium spoilers.
Please tag your aquarium spoilers. What's my house? Someone said. Oh, Kevin made a special version of the Safe Harbor Game Jam game called the Zach's birthday build.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice.
That's extremely cool. I'll have to check that out in a bit. Anyway, sorry. So you walk into the Georgia Aquarium. It's this enormous fuck you building, right? As you would expect, because it's an aquarium in the middle of the city. It's this enormous fuck you building, and you walk in, and it seems more like a mall at first.
Oh wow.
Because you walk into this like big central area, and there's like shops and like a food court and stuff like that, and around the edges are these big like comedically large and ornate like arches with signs of like, come this way to the polar or like the Arctic waters, come this way to the tropical dive, come this way to the ocean voyage, so on and so forth. Ooh, that's a rare one. Congratulations.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so it's like you go to all these individual things, and I won't describe the whole thing to you because once again, it's an aquarium and they make changes, but they don't change everything. So if you do end up going, I don't want to just tell you everything that's there, but I will tell you about 2 things. One, their newest exhibit that they apparently only just recently finished, like a couple months ago, sharks. Fucking enormous tank just full of hammerheads, tiger sharks, and silver tip sharks, I want to say is what they were called.
I'd love to see whale shark, but I know they're really big.
Well, I'll get to that.
He's getting to it?
The Atlanta Aquarium is the only place in the continental United States that has whale sharks, believe it or not.
Oh, sure.
That's the reason why we ended up going 10 years ago. Was because it's like, dude, when the fuck are we gonna see a goddamn whale shark? You know?
True.
But anyway, what was I saying? The shark exhibit was particularly interesting because they clearly knew what they were doing. It's clear that the Atlanta Aquarium and evidently other aquariums around the world have identified the correct assumption, which is that motherfuckers love it when fish swim over them.
Yeah.
Right? It's incredible because they originally did it with Ocean Voyage, where they have like this big like acrylic tube where like the fish like swim over you or whatever, and so they essentially recreated that multiple times, but they recreated it with the shark exhibit where there are so many places where you just like stand in this like, it's like a cylinder, like a partial cylinder, and you're just kind of looking out at like a bunch of sharks, and then like like a shadow is cast over you. You look up and it's a fucking just tiger shark that's bigger than the car we drove to Atlanta in, just swimming above us. And I'm like,
I think the thing is, it's just like people want to be surrounded by it entirely, right? It's like, oh, being
it's like an
as if you're
immersion
under.
thing. Yeah, I super agree. They have a different exhibit there, which was it's like a river. It's supposed to simulate like an aquatic river environment, and that exhibit does the exact same thing, but instead of it being like a big sheet of acrylic, it's like little strips of acrylic because it's, you know, the fish slowly making their way around the world today. Takes everything we got. But
should I do it? I died last time.
Kick his ace.
What do you mean? Are you gonna steal him? You have so much money. Just buy it.
No. It's the idea of like maybe beating him, but like you know.
I don't know. Do you think that you have enough stuff to beat him?
Get his
I don't know.
ass.
I literally died last time.
Get his ass.
I mean, okay, so think. So,
no,
so
wait,
my
I'm at
question
54. This is a horrible weapon to do this with.
Do it.
No.
I
have to say no. I have to say no.
You.
I forgot.
I would say that was probably a wise decision. But anywho, so yes, so the shark exhibit was incredible, and in a very legitimate sense, I actually was scared at times because it's just like I know that.
But what
if?
if?
No, but it's not even just like a what if. It's just like, dude, there were fucking like 4 hammerhead sharks all swimming directly at me, standing at the window at one point, and I was like, in almost any other circumstance, were I to see this, I would be dead. You know?
I mean, if they're hungry, but like if they're not hungry, they'll probably just leave you alone.
Well, my point is that if I'm in the open ocean, I wouldn't see them, period, unless they were hungry.
Oh, okay.
Before they.
You know, that's kind of just like how sharks
Gonna
work.
get hit by that? That's unfortunate.
Is that they don't make themselves known if they don't have to. Ooh.
That's actually pretty
I don't know.
good.
Yeah.
Because especially
Deals 40%
I've got
more damage to distant foes. But
I've
is
got
this
Poseidon's spoon too.
Is this
so
the
it
one?
pushes
Is
it
this
back.
the one where you can no longer hurt people that are close to you?
No.
Or is
it's
it just longer range?
It's just it has more range and it deals damage to farther foes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with this because I've got Poseidon's boon that pushes them back anyway.
That's good. That's a good idea.
Ooh.
You
no,
don't
I
want to buy
think
the
it hurts.
gems?
No.
Fool!
I'm trying to save up.
No idea of long-term economy. But yeah, so the second thing from what you calls it, the second exhibit that I wanted to talk about was the primary reason why I wanted to go back to Atlantis specifically, which was the Ocean Voyage. The Ocean Voyage.
Part of that?
Oh my god! Stay over there. The Ocean Voyage was an incredible exhibit because it has the aforementioned like tube where you just get to see things swimming over you. I think I've identified my new favorite like aquatic animal being the manta ray, because I do have a couple pictures of this. It was genuinely awe-inspiring to have a manta ray slowly swim over me. Here you go.
If I stop fishing, you can use it.
Oh,
very nice.
Manta ray.
So like that was that one.
Let's go.
And then they have this at the very end, like right before you finish with the Ocean Voyage, or the Ocean Voyage. They have this giant fuck you glass wall where you can almost see the end, because you know how like water like prevents you from like seeing most of it. You can almost see the back end of the pool of like the tank, and it's just an enormous collection of fish just constantly swimming around, and the aforementioned whale sharks are in there. Now, when we originally went like fucking like 14 years ago or whatever, they had just finished the Ocean Voyage exhibit, and there were 4 whale sharks. The second time we went, which was like 11 years ago, one of the whale sharks had died, unfortunately, which is admittedly an indictment of the Georgia Aquarium, but at the same time, like, I still lament the loss for the animal. And then we went obviously this weekend, and there was only 2, so they lost yet another one at some point. And the 2 that were there apparently aren't even like halfway done growing, which was like, wait a minute, how long do whale sharks like live? And they're like, and the lady was like, oh, they live to be like 80 years old or whatever. And I was like, oh. Because when they were originally brought to the Georgia Aquarium, they were like essentially newborns. Oh. And it's been like, 14 years. So it's like, oh, they're like teenagers, effectively. So in another 10 years, I'm gonna have to go back and see them in their full glory. But yeah, it was very.
Not working too well.
Oh, stop it. I mean, if you die, you got a bunch of purple gems, so you're good. Stop this focus. Oh, you gotta do that. You gotta do that challenge too.
Depends on what if it's that's basic. Man.
No, you gotta do it.
No, you gotta do it. No, as a matter of fact, I'll be going to Kara.
Gems, you need the gems. All right,
Give
well.
in to peer pressure.
Give it to peer pressure.
Business.
All right, now you should fight Charon.
Now I should fight Charon with money that's not there.
Yes.
Let me keep.
You don't
this.
want to get the max health?
No, I'm gonna see if maybe I could potentially buy some no, I'll live. I'll be good.
Is going. Wow, you're pretty confident going into the fucking Minotaur fight. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff about the aquarium that I don't necessarily want to share without pictures because it's obviously a lot of like, visual stuff. And it's like, hey, fish. Did you know? Right?
Did you know there's fish?
Did you know that fish are cool and that they exist? And it was particularly nice and quaint because this was the this is my nephew's current interest. Like he's considering doing like extracurricular stuff to get into marine biology and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, it's fucking sick, dude. I hope that works out. That would be. I'm learning that not only should you try to pick a career that makes money, but you should probably pick something that actually interests you, like marine biology. But yeah, he's in that phase that like like preteens get in, where any cool, interesting fact he learns, he already knew. Right. So
that's
it's like he's not being
to it, yeah.
but like he's not being like rude about it or whatever. But it's just like yesterday.
He threw him. I never actually saw that before.
Oh.
I know he did it, but I didn't actually realize what was happening.
Yesterday we ended up going to a natural history museum, which I can talk about in a little bit more detail because it was cool, but it was essentially just a really big empty building. But I'll ask you guys, do you guys know where the first T-Rex bone was discovered?
No, but Nevada just came to my head, so I'll just guess Nevada.
You would think you would think Nevada,
Utah,
right?
Yeah.
Fucking Saskatchewan, Canada.
Canada, they're like a majority of Canada's still like.
No, but I mean like you clearly understand
True.
where it's like that's inherently funny that one of the coolest and most famous fucking monsters from prehistory was discovered in Saskatchewan. Not even like a cool province.
No, it's Saskatchewan.
Not even a cool province, he says.
But yeah, so that was that. The Natural History Museum was cool. The T-Rex exhibit that they had going there was like on loan from like a different museum or whatever. Like it was just wholesale lifted, and it was an excellent, very interesting exhibit. It was all about like because the very front of the whole deal was like, oh, you've heard of Tyrannosaurus Rex? Did you know that Tyrannosaurus Rex has over 100 cousins? And I was like, all right, you got me. You got me. I'm interested.
Yep.
And it was genuinely interesting. Like the vast majority of ancestors that eventually led to the T-Rex were discovered in China. So it seems like that's probably like around where they originated, and then you know, back when the Eurasian supercontinent and North America were joined. It seems like that's when they like made their crossing at some point. But
it's 1,000. I don't think I'll get it, but it's okay.
Ooh, doggo. But the but yeah, so that was cool. They had like a movie theater there where the movies that they were showing were fine. They were just like educational whatevers. The one we ended up seeing was about dinosaur species that lived on the continent that would eventually become Alaska. Or sorry, Antarctica.
Yeah, Alaska and Antarctica. Yeah, those are kind of different.
Alaska. Listen, I'm tired. It's been a big day. But the so yeah, so like that was, you know, and that was just inherently cool in its own right? But funny enough, like my favorite part about that movie was how impossibly comfortable the seats were. Because like
after all that walking.
They didn't recline, and obviously I was like sleep deprived and stuff, but it was just like they didn't recline, they didn't do anything, and it was just like the seat was like perfectly plush. It was at the perfect angle for me to be like upright, but not like too much in either direction. And I will admit I dozed off a couple times because the movie was like 35 minutes long or whatever, and I only remember like 15 minutes of it. Well, it's a movie in a theater, you know. It like I don't know, like what else would you call it? A fucking TV show?
Maybe short. I guess we could count it as short film, right?
Whatever. Yeah. So that was fine, but it was a little interesting because we got to some of the other exhibits. By far, everybody's favorite exhibit at the Fernbank Natural History Museum was one of their oldest there, which was called Forces of Nature, and it was almost the exact thing that I would have wanted for my entire childhood, which was just like a space where it's like, hey, here are a bunch of pre-built science experiments. Learn about how like fucking physics works. And it's like, ooh, and we all had like an enormous amount of time. Like one of the things that was really fun was there was this contraption that had 3 seats, and each seat had a different number of pulleys and a rope. And the idea was that you would sit in the seat and you would try to lift yourself as high as possible via this rope, and the more pulleys that were on the system, the easier that it was. But obviously, this immediately turned into a competition of like, all right, well, who thinks that they can get the highest with the one that has only 1 pulley? And it was me!
Let's go!
I was incredibly impressed with myself because I assumed that it would be my dad since he's like way stronger, but he's also like exorbitantly heavier than me. So it's just like, ha, gotcha, bitch.
Trade-off.
The trade-off. I did it.
You are perfectly proportional with your strength and weight.
I should practice and do a pull-up. But there
you go.
But but that was fun. And then they had a different exhibit, which was it was just an exhibit on like cultures around the world. It was very vague, and it was you know, it was like a nice looking exhibit, but the exhibit did have some stuff about it where it's like, this is like a wing filler, right? Like this is just a room filler, because like all of the quote unquote artifacts that they had that were on display were all from either the 21st or 20th century, and being like, oh, so everything in here is like 30 years old. There's no like actual artifact. And
isn't it like, what is it for, how is it like a decade or like 30 years when you can call things antiques now?
I thought it was.
Is there an actual definition?
I thought it was. I thought it had to be 100 years.
Vintage. Maybe I'm confusing.
Oh, vintage is that it has to be at least 2 generations prior to the current. So like, NES console is technically a vintage piece of electronic equipment now, right? But that's my understanding, and that comes from a lot of American Pickers. My parents love that show.
If it's 2 generations of the thing, does that make a GameCube vintage?
No, not 2 generations of the thing. 2 generations back from the people who were like the most recent generation of people. So like the most recent, like Gen Z isn't the most recent generation anymore. It's Gen Alpha, right? So you have to so things that millennials had could be classified as vintage.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Wow.
Fucking pogs, beanie babies, you know. Yeah. Don't say that to my sister, she'll get mad.
Hey.
Beanie babies weren't popular. But I will say, it was kind of funny to me because a lot of the exhibits for the world cultures thing were just like, oh, here's this thing that you're familiar with, but in the context of different cultures, where it's just like, one of them was like, here's how like family dynamics normally work in like the different cultures, and some of the phrasing that they used. Some of the phrasing that they use for like, hey, this is how this culture works, or this is how this culture works, like, you know, would probably make you tug at your collar a little bit, because it's like, it probably could have said this better, but at least you have like the best of intentions. But it was funny because it's like, obviously the Fernbank Museum is like, it's in Atlanta, right? And I'll be the first to tell you that Atlanta has a fucking enormous black population, right? So when the museum built this exhibit, and they were like, hey, this is what you are familiar with, I was a little surprised to see literally every picture be like white people. Just like, hey, this is what food is like to you, and it's like a bunch of white people eating at like an Olive Garden, and I was like,
Olive Garden.
I mean, like, it is. I mean, that is how I know things. Like, that's the context I get. But like, you would assume, you know, like, you know, that, like, you know, yeah, that's just how stuff is. But the
well, we know who was on the board of the museum or whatever.
The thing is that apparently some of like the higher, the Italians for the Olive Garden study.
Yeah, that's why. That's how they got them.
That's how they got them. But I would say that I will say that what I'm about to describe was a phenomenon that happened fucking many times over the course of our vacation.
I'm just still like, thinking of Olive Garden, like it as a phenomenon. Now you're like,
no,
phenomenon known as Olive Garden.
There was a phenomenon where it'd be like, all right, Zach, we gotta go do X, Y, and Z because we're running out of time, and I go, no, we're not. We still have tons of time to do X, Y, and Z. And I would immediately be met with, just listen to your mother. And it was like, all right, fine. We get into the car. Guess what? We were fucking 40 minutes early for the thing that we apparently had to do. And I was like, oh, what a fucking incredible revelation. But, you know, it's fine. It was the Fernbank Museum had this truly incredible, like, fucking nature sanctuary, where it was just like birds and plants, and the whole thing had like this absolutely spectacular wood plank walkway that was like slightly elevated, so like all the creepy crawlies could go underneath, but people who like to just walk through nature like me don't have to deal with like divots and bumps being everywhere. So it was really nice. But I only got to walk through that like for 10 minutes before I got a text message being like, get to the fucking car. And I was like, okay. So that was that, and then we went to, I said this at the top, but we went to the World of Coca-Cola, and obviously the whole thing is just a fucking advertisement. Obviously, like they have this like 7 or 8 minute movie that you're forced to sit through before you're even allowed to enter the building, and the movie is just like, it's exactly those ads that you see like during the Super Bowl, where it's just like, look at this montage of people having the single greatest moment of their entire life, and they all also happen to be drinking Coca-Cola.
Oh, I thought the single greatest moment of their life was drinking Coca-Cola.
Oh my god! The thing where it was like one of the things was like, hey, there's this like little kid who's like confessing to his crush for the first time, and how does she reciprocate his feelings? By handing him a bottle of Coca-Cola, and it's like,
So she distracts him while she runs away.
or like a person proposing in a hot air balloon to their significant other, and it's like, ooh, what a beautiful, touching moment. And right after, like, she says yes and they're crying, the guy who's like maintaining the thing hands each of them a bottle of Coke, and I'm like, like, that makes no fucking sense. But it was but that was that, and the real reason that anybody goes to the world of Coca-Cola, they have like any museum? Question mark. The world of Coca-Cola has like a ton of exhibits, and all of the exhibits in the world of Coca-Cola are essentially just propaganda for like, oh my god, you can't believe how fucking eldritch the recipe for Coca-Cola is. Like, they have this entire section called The Vault, where it's like, hey, do you want to learn the origin story of like how Coca-Cola came to be? And the walls are bathed with like fake news headlines where it's like, fucking scientists have tried to deconstruct the Coca-Cola formula, but they can't do it.
Like, an exhibit where it's like, yeah, we'll show you how it's made, and then we have to kill you afterwards.
Well, so the last time we went, like I said, like 10, 11 years ago, the last time we went, the vault had this like ongoing theme, which was that, hey, there is a literal vault at the end of this exhibit that has the actual formula for Coca-Cola in it.
Come on, get up.
And the not really joke per se, but like the thing was that you remember Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? You remember fucking Slughorn? No, what was his name? It was like the villain who was trying to get the fucking unstoppable Jawbreaker or whatever the fuck it was called.
The never-ending or everlasting God.
The everlasting God Stopper, exactly. Yeah, so they essentially tried to create their own character that was just like that guy, but he was going after like Coca-Cola, and surprisingly, like, all references to that guy are gone. He just doesn't exist in the experience anymore. And it's like, that's probably for the best.
They killed him.
Even if you don't win this by the... Oh, how many fucking Death Defiances do you... Oh, this is your last one, okay. God, you had so many. Nice. Look, that laser beam is almost passing through the pillar, and that's bullshit. But anyway... So the main reason that anybody goes there is for the Taste It exhibit. It's literally, Coca-Cola is a global brand at this point, and they own like so many different like beverages around the world. And so they have this room where it's like, hey, unlimited amount, like, you're not allowed to just fucking put your mouth on the dispenser and take a sip, but it's like, hey, unlimited free samples of different sodas from around the world. And it's really interesting just to see like what different cultures value in their drinks, because like a lot of the stuff from like South America and Central America and stuff like that is extremely fruity and sweet, right? It's a lot of like just sweet with not a lot of like carbonation, and it's all like fruit flavors as an example.
No, get away from me!
Fucking killer, dude. Nice. Fucking, I would say stop waiting for greater call, man. Just use your call now. Like, I know it only lasts like 2 seconds.
Oh,
but
yeah. There you go. I died.
At the exact moment. That's so sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I literally led you on the path.
Oh,
to
I thought
failure.
you won.
No,
I thought you won.
He
God,
did
it was
his big
close.
swing at the exact moment that her invincibility like went down. That was unfortunate. Wait, is that a fucking disco ball? Go down? What the fuck? Where'd that? Oh, it's in the... Right, it's in the cafe. Understood. God, I love Dusa so much. Dusa, best girl.
Do what you will with these
Nice.
chef.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Seems
free
fair
stuff. But yeah, there was so like South America was like a lot of fruity and sweet stuff. A lot of like African beverages. There weren't many, needless to say, but a lot of them were like bitter, like not even like coffee flavor, but just like, hey, it's carbonated bitterness, which was interesting, I guess, in its own right. A lot of drinks from Japan were essentially just like American sodas, but fucking weird, which is exactly what I want to be drinking, you know. But there's there is a lot of them where it's just like, I wish we could order this in the US. Like, I wish I could order like a case and have it delivered to my front door or whatever. Because there's stuff where it's like, I'm trying to think of like the specific names. Sub, are you okay?
I am. No, I'm checking.
Your VTuber's dead.
I'm sorry.
Your VTuber is dead.
I have to look down.
There's a store like kind of in the next town over from me that like they do specifically imported like goods and stuff, so like stuff from other countries. It's pretty cool. It's super expensive, unfortunately, because of
it makes
shipping.
sense, right?
But yeah, it's specifically like stuff from like Asia or stuff from like Africa and stuff from like South America, like all imported stuff. It's
Grant,
real cool.
when did you post this?
What?
Damn, nature's so beautiful.
I saw that a while ago.
Not too long after you posted yours.
God damn it. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Like there was Royale watermelon. Like the brand was Royale, and then watermelon was like the flavor that was like most popular in Brazil, I want to say. And it was exactly what you would expect. It was just like a very sweet, extremely delicious, carbonated drink. It was very good. There was other ones where it's like, this one tasted like honey, but like thin honey, which is what I want. And like this one tasted like chocolate, like just straight up tasted like you were drinking like liquid chocolate, like not melted chocolate, just liquid chocolate. And I was like, that's awesome.
Thank you for following.
You gotta follow.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice. True. Yeah. Very, very nice. I'm just playing some movies.
As I'm yammering.
The gameplay is still going on. I don't think my attack is that good. The dash works well.
God, I gotta mention though, you guys.
Don't.
Public service, don't. It's bad. It hurts a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I should have switched out my thing with the bow. Than's artifact was difficult to do. The bow's just so slow.
It is. Correct. That's why I don't like it.
Looks like a knucklehead.
In a literal sense, I guess you're just supposed to stay on like the other end of the room from anything that would hurt you, right?
Yeah, but by that point I can't see anything either.
True. Just shoot wildly. Get the Artemis upgrade. That just makes it like auto home.
Is it?
But yeah,
dang, I forgot about that. Okay.
I gotta say, like 1,000,000% though. If you guys do ever go to Atlanta and we get to go to like the World of Coke or whatever, you guys absolutely have to try Beverly. It's so good. It's from, I want to say it's from Italy, but it's just like, it's this like inexplicable taste where it's like it's sweet and sour at the same time, and it's smooth while also being, I hate to say it, but like crunchy. Like the drink isn't crunchy. but it's just like when you the taste is crunchy. You get what I mean? And so it's just like it's really good.
What was the name of that one when we were doing the weird soda pong that you despised?
Fucking Moxie?
No, that's what it was. Yeah.
God, I hate Moxie so much. The only reason I knew what you were talking about at the top of my head was because my brother fucking adores Moxie.
I know. I was about to say your brother really likes it. This shit's not bad.
It's very not good. It's extremely very not good.
Not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Dave and I mixed it together with everything.
I would love to do soda pong again at some point.
Weird soda pong was super
There's
fun.
like specific cups.
It's a shame. It's a shame that that one person wanted to like fucking sue me over soda pong.
Yeah.
Like you know, Blue is
This is good
sorry, their own person. Blue is their own person. They can do whatever they want. But like when you're drinking when you drink a spicy soda, like I don't know. I guess I
didn't
should have
turn the
made like a
thing off.
sign to be like, hey, by the way, we got some weird shit in here.
Yeah, there's some weird ingredients. If you're allergic to anything, ask us.
Well, sorry, they did, and it was the hey, do any of these have menthol? I am like deathly allergic to menthol, and I was like, isn't menthol like mint flavoring? Yeah, there's nothing in here that has menthol. But then like the drink that she ended up having was the spicy one.
Yeah.
And
Spicy?
they
Doesn't
immediately
spicy
start going
stuff
like,
have
oh
menthol?
shit, I gotta get home right now and get like my fucking EpiPen, and I was like,
I'm
okay,
like,
well,
oh gosh, you should have your EpiPen on you, but okay.
you know, so it was the
Probably
sort of
better
thing where
to
like
stay
turns out nothing happened, like everything was okay, but it was just one of those scenarios where it's like, well, damn.
I mean, the booth was real popular.
I need more furniture.
It was.
We had so many people.
I would organize. Like it was just funny because it was like all the students who like obviously just play beer pong all the time were like, yo, so what are all the rules? And I was like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking soda pong.
Yeah, dude, fucking. Yo, can we regroup it? Like, it's like what the fuck?
Like, we need to re-rack the soda pong.
Yeah, how many re-racks do we get? Like what? Like, bro, we're just here.
I would adore. I would 1,000,000% love to organize a soda pong thing again, because I'm obviously not big on like alcohol or anything like that, but soda, fuck yeah.
Soda.
Yeah, it was fun.
Get some lemonade.
I'll have to
Lemonade's pretty
find
good.
like a website where I can order like foreign sodas and stuff, where it's like, hey, do you guys want to try this weird ass soda from like fucking Beijing?
Fuck yeah, dude. My hands
What
were
the fuck?
so sticky.
I think I felt I had to pour this. I had to pour this thing.
We both poured it. What are you talking about?
No, I poured it.
No,
I'm getting hit.
Oh, Zach wants forgetting when we did it together.
Grant didn't exist prior to. What do you mean you were my roommate? That's ridiculous. I would
No,
remember
what do you
that.
mean we lived together for 2 years?
It's okay. I survived. We did good.
Why'd you get +1 health? Is that just the
health.
natural healing between rooms?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
My
It's been a while. It's been a while since I fucking crushed Hades.
Ooh, I like
Since I fucking crushed the game.
more money.
I remember like Saba and I think we got Hades around the same time, and like Saba was like, yeah, I beat the Furies last night, and I was like, oh, okay, that's really cool. And Saba was like, well, where are you? And I was like, I can't tell you, it'd be a spoiler because I was in the last area of the game.
Oops.
And it was purely
Oopsie
because I was
daisy.
unemployed, so I just had the opportunity, you know.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I
Dad
did-
jokes.
I-
Give us dad jokes. I love dad jokes. Not the truck.
I can make anyone's wait. Just takes the sentence call from the mouth. Grant.
Yo.
Grant. Gramo.
Zachary.
Amazing.
I need because I know you gave me exactly what I asked for.
I'm gonna die.
But I do want to
Yeah.
physically talk with you about the Jello fucking Infinity Train stuff.
Oh my god. This man. Because I woke up to your text and I was like, what? And I look and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm going back to
It's
bed.
a fucking 8-part, like an 8-part Twitter thread where he's like, dude, I just think it's a show.
It's terrible. Fuck off. Oh my god.
And it's like, and it's funny because like I super feel it, you know,
Oh, I'm
like
at
because
4.
it's like it's almost
Wimp.
exactly the same logic that I applied to
To
excuse me,
miss
when I was playing Breath of the Wild, right? Where like I was bringing up stuff about Breath of the Wild in the context of these are the reasons why I don't think it's good, but I was phrasing it in the way where it's like, I think the game is not good because of these reasons. Like, I obviously recognize that Breath of the Wild is very good. I just didn't like it because it's not what I was expecting when I went in. And so, like, when you're a person like Jello, who has such a high opinion of his opinion, as you so eloquently put, it's like, oh, well, this show has, like, weird tonal shifts. And it's like, fucking yes!
like, yeah, that's kind of the point.
Like, could you, like, obviously, Infinity Train is no comparison, right? But could you imagine watching Cowboy Bebop and being like, man, none of these episodes fucking connect to each other. This show sucks.
What the fuck, dude?
Okay, I'm gonna insert with the joke. I went to an art gallery once. The portrait was from a blind man. It was called Artemis.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like, Jello's whole
nice
thing of like, this show sucks. It's like, dude,
guys,
you do know.
The show just sucks. Like, and he goes on, and there's so much support for his opinion on Twitter because it's all like that incestuous Tumblr crowd where, like, if a person who has like clout, if a person who has clout says something, like a million people will just go
Speaking of laughing, Zach, you say the last joke as I'm focused.
Let's fight.
I also knew a wonderful drag queen. Their hair so excellent and oh so styled. We called them Afro Tidy. Lamau.
I like that one. Nice coat.
Right? Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know. I would love to get into specifics, but we don't have to if you don't want to. Where it's just like so many of the points that he makes are just like, oh, so you just didn't get it. And it's so weird because it's like normally I feel like when somebody just quote unquote doesn't get something, that's like
that's the end. They're like, oh well, not for me.
Well, no, but it's more like from my experience, a lot of people who say like, oh well, you just don't get it, are just like too into the thing to recognize its faults in a way, if that makes sense. Where it's just like I don't know, the people that still play Madden every year. Right, like buy the newest Madden and play it. It's like, why? It's the same game. It's like, oh well, you just don't.
He's already dead. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But the so you know, like that's normally what I think of when I hear someone say like, oh, you just don't get it. But legitimately, I think Jello just doesn't get it, and I don't think any of the people that he watched it with, like, were able to contextualize like why he was wrong about like his expectations about the show and stuff. So it's like, I don't know, it's just like super weird because it's just like, I don't know, like I like literally already mentioned it, but like the thing that just like gets me is like, why the fuck, like you're like why are you getting all bent out of shape at how like weird and incongruous the different environments are? That's literally the fucking point.
This is the Infinity Train, like infinite possibilities.
Ooh, that's another extremely rare one. Congratulations.
So why are you getting upset when there's like, oh yeah, there's really weird shit and maybe even like childish stuff? It's like, yeah, because it's unexpected. And like, what the fuck is why did someone put Adventure Time in my sci-fi horror? Fuck off.
Well, because the thing, on one hand, I can agree with them because he's like, because some of my favorite stuff is the existential horror stuff, right? Like that's some of my favorite stuff in Infinity Train. But the existential horror stuff works because it gives the Infinity Train this like interesting context where it's just like, you know, the individual worlds that you go through are like, oh, here's fucking Porgy-Burn, here's like fucking
It's juxtaposed by that.
It's juxtaposed by how absolutely fucked the world is, you know? Where it's like, hey, here are these soul-sucking cockroaches that will kill you in like fucking 2.5 seconds if they want. you know? And it's like, that's terrifying, but it's within the context of like, because I don't know, I think one of the things that's really interesting about it is that I want to say, like, immediately the show establishes that the train isn't necessarily, unless you're a very specific type of person, as evidenced by like the later seasons, almost everybody immediately recognizes like, oh, this is not a place I want to be, I have to leave.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of interesting in like, cause like you would think that a world that like tries to demonstrate itself being like a fun, wacky, like kind of irreverent location, you would think that there would be a thing where it's like, oh, well, you know, maybe you want to stay here forever or whatever, right? But it's like, no, the train actually does a really bad job
trying to get you to stay.
Oh, trying to get you to stay. The train wants you to get the fuck out. You just have to be a better person first, right?
Like the point of the Infinity Train,
right? And I don't know. It's so weird.
Up we go then.
Yeah, I don't know.
And at the same time, I find myself being like kind of baffled because it's like, why do I give a shit about Jello's opinion? Because it's genuinely like okay, you know, that's fine, like you can do whatever, but it's just like Infinity Train already had dissenters, and like, I don't know, for someone who has as much clout as Jello does, I hate for him to be misinformed, I guess. You know,
well, some of his other takes, I suppose, have been different.
Correct. I don't know. He just has a lot of following, and it's just like Infinity Train's a good show.
Ooh.
Fucking season 5 was
Shoot
like
faster,
almost.
please.
Season 5 was like almost fully developed, and then like all the shit with HBO and Discovery and whatnot happened, so it's like that's completely gone. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where it just makes me a little sad, because it's like, well, this is like this really weird, and it's not even just that it's like, oh, this is a person whose opinion I kind of respect. It's also just the fact that he's super wrong. It's not even like an, oh, I don't agree with this. It's like no, it's like you're actually legit wrong, you know?
And it's the, like you mentioned before, I guess it's the refusal to admit that that you can be wrong, or that it is your opinion. That
he states everything as if it's facts, and he's been fucking wildly rewarded for that in the past because of the So This Is Basically series, right?
Right.
So it's like that's one of the primary reasons why he has any place on the internet at all, is because So This Is Basically was like, you know, hugely successful. But the reason why his writing in So This Is Basically is so good is because he has an entire lifetime of practice where it's like anything I believe is correct. And to an extent, it can be correct to him, you know?
Well, yeah. But once again, very high opinion of his opinion.
Extremely high opinion of his opinion.
So. Speaking of great shows, I don't remember if I told you this, Zach, but I did finish Breaking Bad.
You didn't tell me that you finished, but last time we talked, you were like halfway through season 4 or whatever. So
yes,
I assumed we were getting there. Yeah, so that's an ending.
It was fantastic.
See what we got here.
Is it the perfect ending? No, but I don't think that it's possible to have a perfect ending.
It didn't. I don't know. It definitely didn't deserve
any glaring holes, I don't think.
Let's go.
It was wrapped up nicely, except for what I suppose is going to be answered in El Camino.
Exactly. So I'm glad that you're aware of El Camino's existence, because El Camino is the the epilogue to Breaking Bad, so like that's interesting in its own right. And then I would genuinely recommend Better Call Saul. Obviously, I
started it.
Sorry.
I started it. I'm only on
there you go.
episode 3.
So like, hopefully you can see what I mean, where it's just like the quality of writing is pretty much just as high, but it just has like a different tone to it, where it feels less about like, oh shit, we're gonna die, and more about like, oh shit, we're gonna get caught.
We're gonna get caught. We're fucked.
Right? Because it's like, you know, it's a bunch of shady fucking lawyer shit. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, it's hidden.
That's good. That's good.
Fantastic stuff. I finally can say I finished Breaking Bad, and
die.
now I am legally obligated to recommend it to everyone who hasn't seen it.
Exactly. It's the JoJo's curse, but it's like American.
Ah, Breaking Bad.
It's the JoJo's curse, but it's an American media this time.
Exactly.
Good.
Supposedly, because I've been like watching stuff, I get like recommended, you know, YouTube videos or whatever around Breaking Bad. Supposedly Vince Gilligan wants to create something new in the Breaking Bad universe. Even though Better Call Saul like just ended.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, because I don't know, right? Because it's just like, what would you do? Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a character in Better Call Saul that would be a good character to like springboard off of, right?
Not the
and just make an
Witcher?
infinite chain of interesting characters.
Well, let me tell you.
Just don't push. Don't fucking post him. You did it, didn't you? You son of a bitch. I know you did. Oh, Huel.
Better fuel, Huel.
I thought you were gonna post fuck, what's his name? Guy from the meme. Yeah. What's his last name? Mike Ehrmantraut. Like imagine this show just being called Ehrmantraut.
I would love that. Dude, I fucking love
Don't
Mike.
know
Mike's
how I
the
lived
best.
through that. Oh,
Pick one.
I've got 5 health now, or 6. God bless.
Hey, at least you can heal from the spring.
Olympus.
Yes, to this.
Stronger still.
Also seeing Michael Mando in Better Call Saul was fantastic. Or, I mean, Voss from Far Cry 3 is what I know him from.
Ooh,
He
Hangover.
plays Nacho.
Ooh, nice. This should be the last one.
Master Chaos has evolved.
Now my special is gonna be real good.
Lerny, hiss once if you think you're going to lose.
For lack of no spoilers, of course, but the one death that really fucked me up and made me really sad. Aside from the one I mentioned, was the one I just sent you the name of the person.
Let's see if I even remember this person. Oh, yeah, it's tragic, right?
It is.
It's so interesting because it's like, it's right after his fucking arc resolves.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so he's gonna get a happy ending. Nope.
and it's so weird in that way because it's like, fucking Walt isn't a good person.
No, it's especially season 5 Walt. Like he's full blown. Like, fuck this dude.
Like there was an interesting. Well, once again, Tumblrisms are their own monster. But there was this interesting thing that I saw someone post where it's just like, Walt isn't just like a bad guy for the obvious reasons that everybody can easily identify from the show, but also like you know that episode from like I think it was like season 3 or whatever, where you meet the people who quote unquote stole Walt's in like credit and made like a fuck ton of money off of it. In a very literal sense, it is bad, right? Because they did steal his. What was it again? It was like he created like some pharmaceutical drug or whatever, right? Does it?
It was several patents they had and like a bunch of stuff, and then it just really blew up. I believe was the
right because and the guy like specifically fucked over Walt or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like in a literal sense, yeah, fuck that guy. He's a shitty capitalist like
Walt got
heathen.
Zuckerberg.
Right, but at the same time, the guy is legit offering a no interest, like enormous loan. Pay it back whenever you can to cover Walt's like medical expenses,
And
and offers him a straight up job.
Yeah.
Right. Where
Walt
it's like,
goes, I don't want your fucking charity.
and the thing is that like on
Let's
one hand,
go.
I super understand and I super feel that sentiment because fuck that guy, right? Like he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be like over me. But at the same time, like you have a family.
Yes.
Right?
It's always for the family.
Well, the thing is that like, in season, like exactly in season 5, they very clearly established the idea of like, no, it's just because Walt feels like he deserves more respect, and quite frankly, he does.
More.
But he allows it to corrupt
No
him.
more, please.
Exactly.
So
he enjoys the power that it gives him.
He revels in it because he got fucking pushed around his entire life, and suddenly he has the capacity and ability to push other people around. And like I can appreciate that being something that would be intoxicating to somebody, but at the same time, go fuck yourself.
Fuck you.
God, Saba acting like Singed here, where the guys are chasing her around, but she's just poisoning them.
It's gonna be okay. Oh, next guy's not okay though.
Lamau. But the
Ow.
Legends don't chase Singed.
Don't chase Singed. I can't wait till they rework Singed.
Power shot.
Not even rework him. I just want a visual update. Because how like can you like think of a character from Arcade? Can you imagine that character with a big fuck you mechanical door that flips people over his head?
With his shield and he just goes ah, and he runs around like a fucking Saturday morning cartoon villain. Yeah, I love that.
That's so stupid. Like it's so stupid. It just doesn't make any sense. You know?
Mix world. Mix. It's so good.
Okay, nope. Why did I toss those over there? I don't know. Guys, please.
Oh! I just watched Saba on the delayed stream toss the 2 crystals off into the nowhere.
There they
That's
go.
yeah, that's better where I started.
I mean, how much money do you have? Oh, you're fine. You got like 90 something health, right? You're fine. You're fine.
I'm slow.
You just should make doubly sure that you don't enter the Hades fight with fucking like 200 gold again or whatever.
Let's do Poseidon's call. You go with this.
Yeah, that's good. You know what the last thing I watched with my dad tonight was before dropping him off at the airport. So Dad was like, "Hey, have you seen this? Have you heard of this guy?" And it was a DC animated movie? Question mark? Called Constantine, and it's
it's old. It's older. Yeah.
Well, which one? Animated.
So
Animated.
The
Oh,
one
animated.
is relatively new. The older one
You see
stars
this guy freaking out?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, exactly. So Dad was like, yeah. So Dad was like, yeah, I knew the live action movie, and so when I saw this animated one, I was like, oh, maybe it's like a retelling but animated this time.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like
it is at the end of Endgame, basically, for DC animated. It's like it is what happens to Constantine after the results of Justice League. Not Doom, the fucking Apocalypse, whatever, something. It was basically their end game of the DC universe.
But the thing was that it's not even just that. It's like that's 1/4 of it, because they didn't, instead of putting it out as like a hey, here is a like, because it's very like the thing that we watched was very clearly 4 independent animated specials.
Independent.
But they decided to put them all together as one movie, quote unquote, and they just called it Constantine and the Mystery House or whatever. And needless to say, Constantine and the Mystery House was interesting, but then the 3 like animated episodes after that were also interesting. and I was like, man, I didn't realize that DC had so much like stuff.
Bro, ask me anything about it. I will be glad to tell you. Yeah, DC's got some great.
So there was one of them where it was like the one where I was like, oh, I would actually watch this if it was like a series, because it was campy but in like a really cathartic way. It was the Command D, Last Human on Earth, or whatever, and the episode was interesting because it was like this thing. It seemed like the inciting incident for Command D's like big adventure that he was gonna go on or whatever. And the long and the short of it was that apparently like all humans died due to something, and like animal human hybrids now rule the earth. And they're not exactly evil, but everybody's like really violent, and it's like apocalyptic and shit.
Is this the thing with the really weird deer boy thing?
No, that's
something
not even
else.
remotely what this is.
Okay, good. I remember seeing...
that is a 3D animated character in a live action TV show. Definitely not this.
Okay, I forget the
How come
animated.
you heard human animal hybrid
And then I
you
just-
went, hey, is that the show that has nothing to do?
DC, I'm sorry, that show was just so... It had such a weird
Oh,
impact.
you're talking about Zootopia, right? No, but it's
Oh,
fine.
man.
So you watched
yeah,
House of Mystery. You didn't watch City of Demons.
I win this round.
Constantine.
Correct.
Okay, I thought you were talking about City of Demons. Never mind.
No. But I might, because I don't know if it's gonna
Actually,
have like
let's
the
do-
same quality of what I watched already. But like, it was real
I don't know what I
fucking
could get from
good.
this.
And I was like, I
Nice.
watched more of this.
I
What's
didn't
the
know
name? What's the name of the magic lady who wears like the skimpy outfit?
Zatanna?
Is it fucking sick, dude? Like,
Zatanna
give me more of her, but with like pants, so that way I
Dude.
feel less awkward when I'm watching it with my dad.
Zatanna is one of my favorite fucking DC heroes. She's thick as hell. And
Yep, that's it. That's all you need. Then you got Grant.
It's not even that. No, but like the thing is that like it's a really weird thing where it's like basically like every time that I've seen her in something, she's well written and has like an actual like character, which is fun. She just so happens at the same time to be like fucking eye candy, and so it's like.
yeah.
And that's kind of the thing where it's like, on one hand, I absolutely do not lament their choice, but on the other hand, it makes it kind of weird when I'm watching it with my dad and they're having like a pseudo-sex scene on screen.
Yikes.
And I'm like, well, fuck, dude, you know? Which is exactly what Zatanna was doing. But anyway.
Appreciate the backup.
But yeah, so there was that, and then the second one was Command D, Last Human on Earth, and I would absolutely watch like a mini series that was just them. The third one was The Losers, which I think sucked. It was like
an old
a
one.
yeah, well yeah, and so it was just like I don't know, it was just like.
The comic book, I mean.
It was like World War II like soldiers, and it was like the episode was like, hey, there's a rift that opened up on this like in the middle of the ocean, and it brought like this island full of dinosaurs in from the past, and so the Chinese want to fucking weaponize the rift in time to eliminate Nazis from history, but at the same time they want to have complete control over this new weapon, so that way they can take over the world immediately after stopping the Nazis. And it's like, all right, well, you know, this is a very like old school kind of narrative, and it was classic in that way, but it was just not nearly as interesting. And then the final one was purely just the animators having fun, because it was old Blue Beetle, like classic Blue Beetle.
Oh, Ted Cord.
Yes, it was classic Blue Beetle, where the entire episode was just like a joke, because clearly it was made like in modern times, right? But they simulated all of the fucking like errors and mistakes that you would have in the old cartoons, where like in the opening scene where Blue Beetle is like he's like interrogating a bunch of these guys in like octopus suction cup suits, and his mouth is fucking sliding all over the place because they didn't double check the mouth placement when they were placing it. There's stuff like that. There's so much just fucking reuse of animation, where like they use the same exact clip of him like winding a punch back and throwing a punch. They reuse that like so many times, despite the fact that at one point he doesn't have use of his right fist. But then it cuts to the animation where he punches with his right fist, and it's like, wait a minute. And you know, it's like that's the kind of continuity that you couldn't afford back then, right? But it was like, or like they're flying around in the titular Blue Beetle, which apparently was just like a spaceship at some point, or just like an aircraft, and they're flying around, and it's fucking Flintstonesing, where it's like the background is looping and you can see a hard ass seam in the background. Where that's really good, and it's just funny, right? But it, you know, and by far my favorite part, and I wonder if this is like secretly. I wonder if this is secretly like a way for them to incept like a TV show into public consciousness, because the Blue Beetle's partner was the Question in the episode, and by God, the Question that the like character that was portrayed on screen is fucking hilarious. He's like deadpan, and he's like straight manning the entire time, but then he like, because his whole thing is about like being quizzical and being like hyper logical about everything, he'll start hyper analyzing the situation and being like, wait a minute, why do you guys have suction cups on the outside of your suits? Shouldn't you have suction cups on the inside of your forearms? That way you still have the usage of your palms while climbing. And the suction cup squid suit goons go, that's a good idea. We should bring that up to the boss. and he goes, damn it.
I've done them a favor.
That's
exactly.
Great.
And it's really funny, and so it's like I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I would adore a show starring that Question.
There is another fantastic portrayal of the Question in Justice League Unlimited, and he even gets like several episodes of his own.
Ooh.
And he is a full-blown conspiracy theorist. He believes in everything, and everything's connected, and he's fucking great.
So I mean, he's right.
Well, I haven't died yet.
Yeah.
I like you. You're so much like more reasonable than I am, Saba. Where it's just like when I played Hades originally, it was still in like early access beta or whatever, so they hadn't figured out the golden urns yet, like the golden bases that have the money in them. It was just any random base could have money in it. But even after they added the golden bases, I was like, I don't trust you people. So I smash every base I see, no matter what. Like, I don't trust you fuckers. I know what you're capable of. But yeah, so we watched that, and that was a lot of fun. That was a great thing to watch. We ended up going out to eat today for like my birthday like lunch, I guess. And one of the things that I constantly lament is the fact that it feels like there's fuck all within like 30 minutes of the house. And genuinely that's because most things don't show up in a Google search, right? Like if I were to go on Google and look up like restaurants near me, it only shows me shit that's like 30 minutes away plus, right? And it's like, well, I don't want to fucking drive for half an hour to go out and eat, right? Nice.
Let's go.
Sick, dude. Well, you still so many Death Defiances, dude. God.
Yeah, come on.
Nice. Still go. Oh my God! You're just bullying him.
He likes to bully me. Okay, he
Poor
deserves
man.
it.
I mean, Theseus is a dickhead, so that's fair. Do you have the upgrade that makes it so that way for every crystal that's stuck in them, they take more damage?
Unsure.
It's one of the ones that you get from the mirror.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, well, you should double check that, because you clearly like shooting your crystals a lot, and it would help a lot if you don't have it.
This one does the boon for this, and I've upgraded the cast.
Nice. Dodging. But yeah, sorry. So what was I saying? The stop going directly into the thing.
Stop! Spinning!
Nice.
Stop spinning!
Great, you didn't even see that clip when it was live. You saw it like months later, like a year later.
Zach.
Spinning!
I forgot to tell you. I won the most epic round. So I was like here with the Adamant Rail in Lucifer mode, and I had done the thing where I had gotten the Daedalus's hammer where it's like infinity ammo, but it doesn't stack anymore.
Oh, the fucking for the gun? Oh, absolutely. That is the default choice.
And by the time I got here, I had no lives left, and I think so I went and I fought, like, right, the next upcoming thing, and there was no Charon Wells that gave me any more Death Defiances. And by the time I went to go fight, Hades, I think my health was at, like, 38.
And so you won.
I definitely won, but I should also take note, I was smart enough to get Skelly's, I equipped Skelly's item, which
gives
like,
doesn't that give you like one more Death Defiance or whatever?
Basically, like the Death Defiance, right? And it ended up using his, but I won regardless, and I was like, woo!
Sick, very very impressive.
Great.
Behind the gauntlets, the gun is definitely my second favorite weapon in the game, because like the gauntlets, you can get the upgrade that makes it so that way it like vacuums things like into your punches, which I really enjoy. But if I can get the infinite ammo on the gun, oh god,
it's just, but like, wow, the stacking of the damage is really like high. So after I took it, I was like, dang, I don't know, even with the ammo, it's like pretty good.
You stop dealing damage. That's usually like I don't know, like ideally you would want to have it early so that way you can get something like Dionysus's upgrade for it.
I did.
So fuck you. You're dealing tons of damage because every single one of those infinite bullets applies an increased stack of poison. So like the things that you're shooting at should be dying in like 2 seconds.
It was I don't know. It was still pretty difficult, I would say.
I don't know. I just fucking held down because it auto targets people. So I was just holding down the fire button and just mashing dash. That's like all I ever did with that. But
anywho, technically it's safe because it's on stream, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Sure. I'll check that out at some point. But the what was I gonna say? The only thing I was gonna mention about the restaurant that we went to today was that it just opened, right? It opened like a week or two ago, and it shows because it was not bad, right? But I ended up getting like ZD's veal, or sorry, ZD Farm. Fucking no, veal farm. Damn it! I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I want to have tortellini so bad, but I want to keep talking at the same time. I want tortellini. But anyway, what was I saying? The veal parmesan was like all of the breading just like immediately fell off the veal. Like it wasn't attached in the slightest. And Dad made me crack up laughing because like we're all finishing up our meals. It was nice and we had like a good time. And then as we're like finishing up, Dad he sits back in his chair, ponders to himself for a second, and is like, the waitress never brought us our salads.
Ooh.
Salad,
and none of us
not
had
the
no
salad.
And none of us had noticed. And it was just like, and we weren't mad because it was clear that she was like new. She was like frazzled. I think the other waitress that was supposed to be there, like helping her cover, was like running late or whatever, or maybe there was just like a gap in their schedules because she was running like fucking 6 tables at one point, and it's like,
Ooh.
yeah, no, I understand. Just as long as we get like the food, I'll be okay. But it was good. I think I might wait a little bit before going back, just so that way like the cook can get a little bit more acclimated to the new kitchen and stuff like that. But it was good.
Nice.
So yeah.
Found it already.
That was actually really fast.
Check general, Zach.
What is it?
General, I want to see.
What is it?
Oh
What
my
is in
god,
general?
look at that! Oh, oh, that's so nice.
I like my tiny mouth.
Ilzaic.
I love my tiny mouth.
Liven things up. Back I go.
Ugh, tiny mouth.
All right, well, that's a really good sign. Because I remember because you know we had like a 3-hour car trip ride there and back, right? So like, what the fuck are you gonna talk about for 6 hours? And my mom brought up because she wanted my who put the H there? Grant? you son of bitch. Let me add a. Can I just put like K? Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty good.
Vote on how to spell it. H-K. But yeah, so one of the things that happened was that my mom was like, "Hey, Mindy, I want to get your input on, you know, something that happened to Zach on stream." And she goes on to like, you know, give the basic over/under of like what happened with Lawrence at the end of Grime or whatever. And it was the sort of thing where my sister was like, "I get it, you know, shit happens." Like, it seems who voted for H? Citizen of Brownstown voted for H. Lawrence.
Let's go.
But yeah, sorry. The long and the short of this portion of the conversation was that my sister was like, "Yeah, things happen, but as long as you like apologize and you guys are like in regular communication, it should be fine." And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And she was like, "When's the last time that like you and Lawrence like actively communicated with each other like on Discord?" And I was like, "I don't know, it's probably been like 2 months." And she was like, "That's really bad, Zach. You should definitely reach out to Lawrence." I probably should. I didn't realize that it had been 2 months since we fucking zonked out of Grime. I didn't realize it. I was like, "Oh shit, you're right. I should definitely check in with Lawrence and make sure that he's like okay." Because he like pops into stream on occasion, so I was like, "Oh yeah, he's fine." Get that skull. Good job.
Get his ass.
Get his ass. It's really nice though. I appreciate the little doodle.
I think you're so receptive to this form of discipline.
Alright, I gotta get going.
Can I share with you one more thing before you leave?
Sure.
I finished Cult of the Lamb.
Nice. How was it?
Yes.
Out of 10.
Very good. It's one of those things where the fleeces are very clearly something that you're supposed to like equip to challenge yourself. They're not meant to augment regular gameplay. They're supposed to be the sort of thing where it's like, "Hey, I've beaten this game a million times and I want a new way to play." So then that's when you equip like the fleeces and whatnot. Because I was originally stalling out because I had put on the golden fleece because obviously I would. And the thing that the golden fleece does was that every time you kill an enemy, boss, mini boss, or regular enemy, you increase your damage by 10%, right? Stacking infinitely. But the minute that you take any damage, it resets your bonus back to 0. And so it's the sort of thing where like when you're just regularly going through the game, just like making your way through dungeons, totally fine, no problems whatsoever. It's quite cool actually. But then when you went to go do the big story bosses have a lot of really quick, hard to dodge like swipes that are designed just to like, you know, whittle you down over time. And the minute they hit you with one of those motherfuckers, it's like, well shit, now I'm dealing no damage. You know? So once I just like lamented relented rather, and just went back to the normal like red fleece, I was able to make like pretty easy progress through the game. I will say that I was kind of baffled by how much easier the final boss was than the second to last boss, because the final boss is essentially Satan. right? The idea is that you're going up against like 4 disciples of the old gods, quote unquote, and each one of them represents see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and think no evil. And so the final boss was like this big, or sorry, the second to last boss was this big spider motherfucker, and his whole thing was that he would constantly like zoop up into the air and then drop down, which enemies in that zone, like the spider zone, had been doing for a while. Very impressive, by the way, Suppa. This is like 2 in a row. I don't know how you normally do on stream, but this is very impressive.
I failed really badly this stream for the most part. Last stream I won almost all of them.
In the name of Hades.
This one was right, because you did lose the last one, but still very good overall. But anyway, sorry. So the spider boss was like really tricky. He was really fast. He had a lot of like kind of frustratingly quick, hard to dodge moves. And then you get to the final boss where he has like 3 phases, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. But at the same time, the 3 phases that he has are all extremely cinematic and well telegraphed. So it's extremely easy to know what's gonna happen ahead of time, and so I beat him first try. Whereas the second to last boss took me like 6 tries to beat.
Okay, progress.
And I will say that the probably my biggest criticism about Cult of the Lamb was that I don't necessarily think it does an excellent job with handling its like upgrades, because you're collecting a bunch of resources from like your cult and whatnot, right? But as you're collecting those resources, you can spend them on either, like you get one type of resource to spend on like buildings and whatnot, and then you have a second type of resource which is on like character upgrades. It's never like your base stats, it's always the stuff that you have access to. But the stuff that you have access to later in that tree is almost always universally better than the shit that you had prior, right? So like the default weapon that you start off with is the Crusader weapons, right? The Crusader set, and they're all just normal. They have no special effects. And so if I told you that the first special weapons that you unlock are the Bane weapons that deal poison damage, what might you think the trade-off would be? It might be something along the lines of like, oh, they deal less damage, but they can also poison enemies, right?
Yeah.
Nah, they deal the exact same damage as the Crusader weapons, but now they also deal poison.
What the fuck? What's They're just
there's
better.
Literally no reason to not take a Bane poison weapon over a Crusader weapon. It's just there's just no point. The middle bit has a lot of stuff where it's like the middle upgrades like Necromancy, Vampirism, and Zealot they all have like more utility associated with them. Of those, I always picked Zealot because Zealot turns in combat resources into out of combat resources, and it's the only thing that does it. So as a person who really likes focusing on upgrades, that's really important to me, is to focus on that. But then you get to like the late game stuff. So like the second to last weapon upgrades were the merciless weapons. And so the idea was that with the merciless weapons was that after a certain amount of time, you would get this little star that appeared next to your head, which meant that the next time you swung your weapon, no matter what, it would crit for 3 times damage. You could reduce the cooldown of that next like star popping up by swinging or dodge rolling. And it's like, okay, that's great. That's encouraging me to do the thing that the game is asking me to do, right? But then the very next upgrade after that is like, oh, godlike weapons. They swing faster and hit harder, and while they don't deal 3x damage, they deal 2x damage by default to everything. You don't even need to wait. You can just swing on a motherfucker. And it's like,
wow.
There is literally no reason to not pick a god weapon when it comes up. And that's kind of the point, is because all the god weapons have like specific names and lore associated with them. But it's just weird because it's like normally with this type of game, they would have trade-offs, you know? But beyond that, it was tons of fun. It was a thoroughly enjoyable game overall. I'm extremely happy to say that I was able to get my husband to the ripe old age of 150 by resurrecting him twice.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Fantastic.
And it's really funny because like resurrecting somebody is depending on what other people think about the person that you're resurrecting, you'll lose faith, right? And the faith is like determined by how much they dislike this person. But because he was A, my husband, and B, just a genuinely nice guy that would go around and like dance with people and sing for them or whatever, it would actually be like instead of it being like 50 faith as a cost, it'd be like 10. And I'm like, yes! People love my husband as much as I do.
Nice.
So that was fantastic. But yeah. Oh, sorry about being so late. I would have been here earlier, but obviously things came up. So yeah, it was nice. Thank you for having me on stream. If I continue to have phone problems, I'll stop by on occasion. But yeah.
Feel free.
Are you guys still up for doing Professor Layton on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. What time?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Probably like I don't know. How would you feel about starting at like 4, Saba? Or sorry, 4 my time.
2? No, 3.
1.
That'd be 1 your time.
1. I mean, that's the same as I mean, I'm a little bit happier.
It's 30 minutes ahead of what we were doing for Outer Wilds. Yeah.
We were starting at 1:30. You said ahead.
Yes, 30 minutes ahead of when we were starting. We would be starting 30 minutes earlier than what we were doing for Outer Wilds.
Okay, yes.
We'd be starting at 1
yeah,
ending
the earlier,
at 5.
So
if it's
1
earlier, I'm a
to
bit happier, so I'm okay with 1, yeah.
1 to 5 for you guys, 4 to 8 for me. So that way I can have a little bit of time before going to bed.
1 to 5.
I'm okay with that.
Cool.
And
I'll
if it's
shoot a message. I'll shoot a message to Adrian just in case he wants to show up.
By the way, Zach, since we're doing a game that like involves me this time, if we could do it a little bit early so I can like set, because I could probably stream during that one too, and then kind of. Oh, I was gonna ask.
you wanna try to like
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you actually just let me Parsec view you. I think actually just stream the Parsec view instead of Discord.
If I Parsec view you. So if I wait,
no, you let
so
me Parsec to you just viewing.
Yes, but how is Grant gonna participate? Is he gonna watch on Discord or through Parsec?
I mean, if you want, you could just do Parsec actually, but like I was just like you could just do regular Discord, but if you just let me Parsec, I think that's way easier streaming like what you're doing onto like my screen.
How do you make your fucking eyes do that? What the fuck? Open your eyes really wide. Oh, sorry, Grant.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Did you not? Your eyes were doing this thing. Your VTuber's eyes were doing this thing where they were getting like your like irises were getting like really small. I thought, but maybe I just
when I'm angry.
There you go. See, like that. Like if you raise your eyebrows and open your eyes really wide, yeah, your iris is physically physically
it's supposed to be like a cat thing, where it's like I make them more vertical. Because I'm angry.
All right, well that's angry.
Angry.
All right, well that's funny.
Anywho,
All
yeah.
right,
So
anyway.
I was like,
yeah,
Parsec.
We could probably just Parsec, but I don't know how. I don't know how Parsec looks to Grant. I guess. This is like I indicated earlier. This is my first time experiencing what Parsec looks, or sorry, what Discord looks like when I stream it. So it's like.
Yeah. But yeah, I figure because I tried streaming Discord, and that brings along like all of the you're seeing like little overlays and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that, especially if I want to keep an eye on Discord.
I mean, that's what I was doing for the. You remember when Lawrence and I were doing the Pokemon playthrough?
You did Parsec? Stream Parsec?
No, I was streaming his Discord stream.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It was just small because you know you can take like the corners of like your render and like move it so that way you don't see all the icons and stuff like that. So yeah, there's stuff to do, but your question of can we start a little bit earlier just so that way you can get your stuff set up? Sure, yeah. I would say let's start like maybe like 40 to 50 minutes early just in case there's like some serious problems.
No, yeah, sure, okay.
But like, you know, if we get
12:30.
it worked out and then we have like, you know, time in between, we can just like come back, you know?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I'm gonna go to my
Ciao,
buy screen
Sava.
as well.
It was a fun stream.
Bye.
It was actually quite. It's actually quite fun. Like, it's quite fun just like watching someone else do something.
For sure.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye, everyone, as well. Thanks for the person who showed up. It was fun with the dad jokes.
It was that was fun. It was cool. Like, I guess this is just what once again. I guess this is just what happens when you like play something that people want to watch.
I mean,
It's like people will just show up.